third verse. The third verse.
Whatever you wanna know, whoever you wanna see, the place you all need to be.
The seed that plants seeds. I love that. I love that. I love that. Good morning, Third Verse kids. How y'all doing this morning? Shout out to everybody tuned into Third Verse. I'm Justin Hunt.
I'm Stat. Quo. What's happening? Fresh with a new iPad. We're gonna see if this works instead of the one I had back from 2007.
You got the full Malcolm X behind you this morning.
Dog, I hate giving Apple any more of my money. I might have the last, maybe the first iPhone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because until these phones and these devices start doing something different than texting, emails, and calls that affects my life, I don't feel like it's worth paying them people all that money. You paying $1,500 for a phone because the camera different. You ain't no photographer. Them cameras is all good anyway. They got 3 lenses on the back. You know what I'm saying? You gonna edit them anyway. You gonna put an old filter on it. You know what I'm saying? The stomach ain't gonna be poking like it's supposed to. You gonna throw something on anyway. So what's the point of having an old fancy dancy camera? All that is a waste of money.
Well, it's
Don't
good
let them fool you.
It's good for shows. If you have a show, it's probably a good idea to have
use your
fancy
phone for this show.
No, I don't.
Exactly.
But I feel like the phone on the camera is actually really good because, like, whenever like the internet's tight, your phone looks great on here. It looks better than what I'm using.
The phone that I use from here is an iPhone Mini that I use in the back of my truck to play music. That's what this phone is from. And
okay.
So this is a tiny little phone, and it's from like 2000 and back in the day. This is an old phone. You know what I mean? This is literally, I only had this to play music so that when I was when I'm in the truck, I could play music and it don't interrupt me being on, being on the phone. So that's what this is for. But I just started using it for this because, clearly. And I gave this phone number out when I was for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But this is the mini joint. Cheap. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, this phone do the same as this phone. Same thing. And this one from the golden ages of I think this is a 13 or 14, I believe. What we on, 19 now?
I can't even keep up with the numbers. Maybe we're on, let me see.
Just keep getting richer.
iPhone
Keep giving them money.
Are we on? This is, latest iPhone models available, iPhone 17, iPhone Air, and iPhone 17 Pro. I mean, I don't think Apple's done anything particularly innovative in a very long time. The only thing I see them doing that seems to me yielding them these incredible profits is stock buybacks.
Dog, it is so ridiculous that they fool us every year. It's like when they be doing like part 4, 5, 6 of movies. Okay, y'all. Fast and Furious 39. They Fast and Furious again. Hell no, dog. I ain't going for it, Justin. Not at all. Fast and Furious 40. King Kong 99. This time King Kong wins. Fuck out of here, dog. I'm not doing it, dog. I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. It's not happening. I respect y'all. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm not doing it. Nigga be standing in line for standing in line to make another nigga rich. No.
We go drop a gong on the congregation on that one.
Bro, they literally stand in line. I gotta get the new phone, like it's gonna change something. You still gonna get the same bad news that you got on that last phone. You gonna get the same good news. You gonna get the same that girl or that dude gonna break up with you on that phone just like they was gonna break up with you on the other phone. You know what I'm saying?
But you might meet your new chick because you got a new phone.
That new phone, the motherfucker still gonna go through your text messages to see you on some bullshit.
Yo, I remember when I was first moving out here to take over DX, and this is when I realized that, like, okay, I'm not necessarily sure the environment I'm moving into. But I had an Android. I had a Droid. So when I worked at the bank, I had a BlackBerry. They gave us Blackberries. And when I left, I cut all my expenses because I knew I was about to write about a product people don't buy. So I'm trying to get rid of stuff. So I ended up just getting a Boost Mobile account because they had a BlackBerry, right? So it's like you can't tell what service I had. It still worked in the city. It's a problem if I went to South Carolina, but I wasn't in South Carolina that often. And so then Boost, and then Instagram came out when I was still in New York. I was like, I got to get Instagram. BlackBerry don't have no Instagram, and Boost had some Android phone that had Instagram on it. So I switched from the BlackBerry to the Android, and that's the phone I had. And so I was on Instagram doing all the things. It's an Android phone. It's good enough Android, whatever it is. So I get the job for DX, and before I actually moved out here, I took a trip out here so we could do like an on-site or whatever. And I'm sitting down with the publisher, owner of the company, and he's like, "What kind of phone is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, yes, Android. That's what I'm using." He was like, "That's not going to work. You're running my company. I need you to have a Samsung whatever or an iPhone. So really? I need you to figure it out this weekend because when you go outside, people are going to judge you by what phone you use, and you're representing the company." Now, that was one of the wackest, lamest things I'd ever heard, but I also realized that like, every company has its standards or whatever. The problem I had with it was he wasn't talking about getting me a phone. He was telling me to take money from whatever little salary that I was actually making to go get me a phone. But either way, that's how I got into the iPhone land in the first place because he was concerned that people would see my phone and think poorly of him.
Yeah, he lame as fuck.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He lame as fuck for even say, I don't give a fuck about what your phone is. Don't judge nobody about it. I don't judge a person by their materials or what they have. I seen something where someone said, Stat wear the same outfit every day. I do. It's clean. But it's a black t-shirt, it's a LA hat. Some black pants and some white tennis shoes. I might diversify. Other than that, I'm through giving y'all motherfuckers my money. It's over with. My money is for food. It's for the necessities. I ain't giving no more. My money is going to you fucking. I was gonna say something. I don't want us to get demonetized, but I'm not giving you motherfucking woodpeckers no more of my goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening. I'm not doing it. I'm keeping my cheap ass phone. It's a wrap. I don't want shit. I don't want nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anything. That's it. I still can't hear the noises, and I'm in StreamYard.
Wait, can you hear it? Let's see if you hear this one.
Not being disrespectful.
You can hear that?
I heard that.
You heard that? You hear this one?
Yeah.
Poo pee pee wee wee. Poo poo pee.
Oh, I can hear him now. I'm in here.
Yeah. Wait, can you hear this one?
We in here.
We in here now.
Yes.
Get up out of there.
Yes. But that's what I'm. But Justin, this is my thing. Every time I see anything, I think about, and maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm different. I think about, damn, there's a person that owns that company that is taking advantage of me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel you.
I'm funding everything that they're doing in their life by going to participate in the scam that they're selling to me. And then when you start looking at the history of all the stuff that we like deem to be important, all the holidays that we show up for, we spend money on, and you realize that it's all made up and it's marketing. Everything. I'm talking about from Halloween candy, all of it's marketing, dog. Breakfast, cereal. Oh, you got to start your day with breakfast. The way we sleep is all marketing, dog. Humans never slept 8 hours, y'all. That was a marketing campaign by a mattress company. Go look it up. The diamond ring for weddings to get married. De Beers did that. Halloween candy. What the fuck that got to do with candy and Halloween? They did that to sell candy.
They do a good job on Halloween.
The end of the year with Christmas, guys. That's a scam. What's the end of the year? The end of the fiscal year? They want you to go and spend money so they can run the numbers up, guys. We're being scammed. All of us. We've been lied to. All of it, from the Easter Bunny to the Tooth Fairy, all that's some bullshit. They've lied to us, guys, and I'm telling you, I'm here to let y'all know that we've been lied to. Now, y'all, listen, y'all can get mad at me, okay? Two of the greatest days of my life, they happened when both of my sons told me at an early age, before they turned the age of 10, hey, Dad, I got to tell you something. Did you know Santa Claus is fake? Greatest days of my life. Fuck when they was born. Fuck when they was born. I felt they was born on that day. Because it took me longer to figure
Born
this shit out.
on that day. I
They
love
were
it.
born that day because they realized what the fuck they was born into. We've been talking about fraud. We've been getting scammed. Our whole life is COVID-19. Our whole life is COVID-19.
I remember when I must have been like 6 or 7 when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. And I was we were living in Virginia at the time, and we had an upstairs like entertainment room or whatever. And me and my friends were up there playing with a ball or something, and it bounces into this closet I never go into. And all my Christmas gifts were sitting there. I'm talking every G.I. Joe Technodrome. I'm talking all my favorite action figures just sitting in there in boxes. And I'm sitting there confused, like, I just didn't get it. I was like, why are these toys? And they're just couldn't figure it out. And my friend was like, all right, Justin, it's a big day. Because he was 9. He was a few years older than me. He was like, this is a big day. But the best advice I could give you is don't tell your parents that you found these toys. Just keep acting like Santa Claus is real. It'll work out better for you in the long run. So I let that rock for like 2 more years, 3 more years.
Do you know how disrespectful it is as a parent, right? Let's just talk about this shit real quick. We
Okay.
weren't meant to talk about this, but me and Justin just flow, because this is how we talk in real life. As a parent, you go out here, you busting your ass to make your money. You want to give your son or your daughter the best Christmas. You know, my mama used to go all out for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You come outside of the room, it's an extravaganza out that bitch. I'm talking about racing cars and toys, Transformers, all kind of shit just covered the room, right? And you watch your kid yell out the name Santa. Your child's yelling out the name Santa. Some white man in a red suit with a red nose. Talking about he rode a reindeer and dropped it down the chimney. You been busting your ass every day so you can satisfy your child, so you can work hard for Santa, for the white man to come in and get credit from your kids. Huh? On top of the... What are we talking about, y'all? They got Jesus. They got Jesus. They got Santa. All of us. What we doing, dog? I'm just saying. And the thing of it is, y'all, this is what it is with everything. None of it's real. It's all made up.
Did you ever get confused about Santa? I was confused about Santa probably the first 5 years. Because I would see a white Santa outside, but we always had black Santa inside. And my mom said there's a Santa for everybody.
Bro, I knew at an early age I was not supposed to be sitting on no grown man lap as a little boy. I knew that quick. That's it. He could come give me the gifts, but the nigga I ain't sitting on his lap. We ain't doing all that. Who did that? What kind of freakazoid said that? Gonna come sit on a nigga lap? Why can't I stand next to Santa? Why can't I chop it up with Santa? Why I gotta sit on his lap? The whole shit fucked up. I'm just keeping it real. Why are you sitting on Santa's lap?
You tuned in live to Third Verse Podcast. We're talking about Santa Claus in August. It's 90 degrees outside, but these are real questions.
Kids should not be sitting on Santa's lap. It should never happen. The Easter Bunny, none of that. There's a person in that suit. There's a person in that suit. Okay? Now, Mickey Mouse, when you go to Disneyland, they stand next to Mickey. And I ain't sat on Mickey Mouse's lap. Mickey got boundaries. He know him. Mickey ain't for that bullshit.
That's funny.
Santa on some other stuff. You gotta watch Santa, though.
You gotta watch Santa.
You gotta watch Santa, bro.
You gotta watch Santa. You're tuning in live Third Verse Podcast every Tuesday, every Thursday, live right here at 8 a.m. dropping videos. multiple times a day, every day of the week. Want to say what's up to all the third Versicans in the chat. Let's see who I forgot to shout out because I forgot to do shout outs in the beginning. Good morning, Trues and Harmony. Lil's our moderator. Shout out to you. Blue Slides 24. OGT Bella. Great to see you, OGT Bella. Brown Girl L in here. Crown K. I think I followed you back on Instagram or Twitter. Maybe that's somebody else named Crown K. But I do my best to try to follow people who follow me who are part of this community. So hit me up and tag me if I haven't done so yet. Good morning to Bucktooth Music out here. Lou is me. Shout out to Lou is me. Drew Dove Design. Tamia Peach. What's up, Tamia Peach? You catching the live right here with us? We happy to see you too. That's what's up. We got DJ J Square. What up, brother, right there? Dominique XO. Kia Natural Beauty. We got Mythologics in here. The Love Sexy 77. Lord Racer in the piece. Examine it. El Janelle in the spot, killing it every morning. GMT Supreme. Who else we got in here? Who have I missed? GS Photo. See, the airport in Greenville is Greenville Spartanburg, and the code is GSP. So I almost said GSP Hodo, but that's a totally different third verse again. Big shout out to Toke 6581. Anybody else in here? Let's see. Oh, Divine Eternally. What up? What up? What up? We having a good morning so far, y'all.
We appreciate all y'all for being here with us, man. We realize we learned a valuable lesson on yesterday. Is our community don't give a damn about ASAP Rocky. So y'all just like me.
Oh gosh.
We learned that yesterday.
I mean, you know what's interesting about that? We were really complimentary about ASAP Rocky.
Man,
I would say we even went as far as to be like, yo, maybe our first impressions of that album was more ours than it was everyone else's. Because that album has overachieved, in my opinion, when I look back at it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, that album is one that people, deservedly so, should talk about at the end of the year. Rick Ross' Future, not so much.
I want to give the award that Mark Batson has given to me. I want to have that and basically call it the Stat Quo presents the Overachiever Award. And my first recipient is ASAP Rocky. Because no one has more overachieved than he has. Not only has he had a fantastic hip-hop career being extra mediocre, he is married to Rihanna, and she can't go get a sandwich without them having a baby. That girl, I love what they got going on. I'm talking about that 1970s, 80s type of marriage. You know, like now when people get married, they be having like 1, 2 kids. You know, back in the days, dog, grandma and them, they had 7, 8. It was regular. They got that. I love what they got going on. They taking it back. Shout out to Rihanna, man. That is fantastic. I love, so for him to have landed to be with Rihanna, he is definitely overachieved. Look at who he was with before Rihanna. Look at the jump. No disrespect to Iggy Azalea, guys, but there's a levels to this thing. You know what I'm saying? That boy.
Wow,
jumped.
I completely forgot about Iggy Azalea.
This man was with Iggy. He went from Iggy to Rihanna.
Wow.
Come on, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. That's called elevation. That's called taking yourself to another level. So that man is the recipient, the first annual recipient of the Stat Quo Overachiever Award, deemed passed down from Mark Batson. I would like to hand it to ASAP Rocky out of Harlem.
That works. I'm getting better with these widgets because you got to get the widgets right if you're going to be giving out Overachiever Awards.
Somebody in the chat just said he's not mediocre. In comparison to what? Does he rap as good as J. Cole to be packing out arenas?
Very good question.
What are we talking about? Let's listen to the flows. He packs out arenas with that shit. Does he rap as good as Future or Gunna? That just even that
Yo,
it's not,
I'm glad you brought Future up because
you don't rap good as Future.
in the live that we did when we
Uh-huh.
looked at everybody's album post Shakespeare and Shakedown post beef,
Uh-huh.
there was a bunch of people in there saying ASAP raps way better than Future. There's a lot of people saying that.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and destroy them real quick.
Let's go.
Future has like 16 albums. ASAP has 2 or maybe 3, y'all. What are you talking about? It's not even a comparison. It's not even compare. Look at that. Let's forget about the hit records. Let's just talk about cultural songs. If we went and Future did a verses with ASAP Rocky, it didn't even play his hits. He just played his street songs, or he just did his features where he's rapping. He's got more memorable verses, more quotables. He raps better. He got a style, his own style that he didn't take from anyone. ASAP is a combination of a bunch of styles that he took from the South and the Midwest. That ain't shit but Bone Thugs and chopped and screwed shit out of Texas. Please do your research. Please go ahead and look at that. That nigga ain't even authentically Harlem. He ain't Cameron. He ain't fucking Santana. Does he rap better than any of them? He don't. And that's not shitting on the man. The nigga mediocre. He average.
Does he rap better than Cameron?
No.
You
He
sure?
doesn't.
You
I'm
positive?
absolutely positive of that.
Cameron raps like this.
Poo poo pee pee.
No, he has
wee,
done
wee.
raps like that.
He's
No,
the
no,
sound
no,
of-
no.
He said, I call my girl poultry because she smell like fish.
Oh, dog, pull up DMX. Hold up, pull up DMX featuring Cameron featuring DMX, Magnum PI. Pull that up and listen to the verse. Pull up Banned from TV from Cameron. Cameron got memorable verses, my friend. Dog, Ludacris is sitting on Ludacris is sitting on his thing talking about Cameron has his favorite verse of all time. There ain't no rapper in the history of rap sat up and said ASAP Rocky got the best verse of all time. It's never happened. We can't find an interview where that's happening. That's just being real. That's just being real. I'm just talking about song making and verses, y'all. I'm talking about there's no way. I ain't dissing him because he just won the award. This nigga's fantastic. He sells out arenas, dog. He sells out his merch. This nigga is fantastic. I ain't dissing him. I think he's absolutely incredible. He's phenomenal. But as a rapper, the nigga mediocre. Like, what are we talking about? What are
Without
y'all
being
saying?
disrespectful.
I write rhymes. I know.
Without being
A sat,
disrespectful.
A back, A flat, A tap, A dap, A clap, A
Poo
hat.
poo
Like,
pee
come on, my
pee
nigga, what
wee
we talking
wee.
about right now? What we talking about, y'all? That's complex. Go put his shit on. That's complex. What he doing? Is he doing some unique storytelling? We don't know nothing about this nigga.
Look, to be fair, there's some. It's very light. It's very light. At least through his music. At least through his music.
This man was illegally imprisoned across the waters. The only reason we knew about it is because he talked about it in an interview. How about addressing that in the song? That would be a dope story to tell. How about talking about that? What are we talking about, dog? This nigga he's from the Mecca, y'all. That's supposed to be New York, right? It's supposed to be where hip hop is founded, right? That's supposed to be where I was told when I was in the South, y'all don't understand rap, nigga. You from the East Coast, son. You don't rap, son. You ain't from the East Coast, son. You don't understand the doneness. What rap out of New York is he? Dog, I'm taking Cash Cobain all day over ASAP Rocky as a rapper right now. At least he got his own pocket and flow. At least he doing some shit that don't sound like nobody else. I'm taking Cash Cobain. Y'all said it. Y'all heard it first. I'm taking Cash Cobain as a rapper and a song maker over ASAP Rocky.
I
Hands
mean,
down.
look, I think you're putting a lot into volume here because I don't think Cash Cobain has an album as good as Long Live ASAP. I don't think he does.
I gotta
If
go
you-
back.
If we're talking like volume, sure. If we're talking about because with Rocky, my issue with Rocky more so than anything is that I had way higher expectations, largely because of all the things that you pointed out earlier. Because he was inspired by DJ Screw, stuff that coming out of Houston. Because he was inspired by Bone Thugs and Harmony, right? Mixed with a New York style swag. style. You know what I'm saying? Like attitude, demeanor. And just how insane his visuals were when he showed up, right? I had expectations because of that. I thought that he was going to grow into something more than just a model. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I think if we start looking at how people position themselves and what plays they are able to set up for themselves, I think few have ever done it as great as A$AP Rocky has. If you take that time period in New York City, which to me was a time where New York felt cold, even though in retrospect it was still pretty lit. I mean, you had A$AP Rocky, you had Action Bronson, you had a bunch of things that were coming out of the city that were hitting in the blog era, especially in comparison to now. Now feels dry in New York. But if you look at that point in time, I thought he was doing a great job, especially leading with A$AP Mob, Ferg, everybody else that was coming out, right? I think that he got very into his other projects, took his focus off of music, and that's where you get like, you know, a mediocre album. And this one is definitely one of the better albums that's come out this year. But that's like a 10-year gap between Long Live A$AP. And I don't think Cash Cobain got anything on Long Live A$AP.
I think I enjoy Cash Cobain shit more than A$AP Rocky stuff. I always have. Well, I like Pesos. It's a couple of songs he did. I like the one that Drake gave him, that with Kendrick on it.
Fucking Problems.
Yeah, I like that. You know.
Or was that a one? It was Fucking Problems. Yeah, that's right. One Train was crazy.
One Train. I ain't really, you know. But this idea.
Let's look at this real quick. I'm gonna bring up Cash Cobain too.
I want to say this to the chat. Anybody? I don't hate him. I don't care enough to hate him, y'all. Just expressing my opinion. I awarded him the Overachiever Award. This nigga is fantastic. We know who he is. I can't sell out no arena. Y'all like the nigga. That's cool. Shout out to y'all. Can I not like who I don't like as for their music? I don't hate the nigga. I think the nigga's fantastic. He's had a great career. He got a family man. I salute him for all that shit. I don't like the music. Can I not like something, y'all? Can I? So because I wear a black t-shirt every day, does that mean that I'm hating on the pink t-shirt because I think it's too bright for me? Do I hate pink? I don't hate pink. Shit look good on some people. I don't give a damn you playing that in your car. I don't care. I don't hate him. I don't know him. I know nothing about him. I know he was with Iggy, and I know he was Rihanna, and I know that's a big jump. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm telling y'all. That's a big jump. That's like going from, and I don't want to disrespect Iggy, because she salute to Iggy, because she did her thing too. T.I. writing the rhymes, you know. If y'all didn't know, Problem was writing some of those rhymes. Is that news? Did y'all not know T.I. and Problem was writing them rhymes? Y'all thought Iggy was penning that shit? Okay, so my bad.
I don't think anybody thought Iggy was penning anything.
Okay, good. I'm trying to
or at least
nobody
in this chat. I'd be shocked if anybody in this chat thought Iggy was nice like that.
Shout out to Problem, dog. He's like Stat, don't be telling my business. That nigga Problem was writing that shit back in the day. T.I. for show. You know what I'm saying? You thought Australia had a southern accent, huh? That's what y'all thought.
That was actually a funny time period because she was coming in with the draw.
For sure, get dope. So he went from that to Rihanna. That boy, you talk about jumping? That's Michael Jordan jumping, boy. Shout out to him.
When do you think Cash Cobain's gonna start putting some numbers on the board? Like, if you take a look at this real fast, I think he's a singles artist. I think he probably does a great job writing for other people. But Cash Cobain's got nothing going on in his discography.
I enjoy the music.
113.
I enjoy the music.
I think he's probably the most relevant. Is that right? Do I mean that? In terms of like his generation,
the younger generation.
For a younger generation, I think he's probably the most relevant coming out of New York. But
he got his own.
His catalog.
He got his own style though, Justin. And once again, I just want to throw this out there. He fat. Another fat one. He fat. Fat boys run the game. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, fat boys run the game. Hey, listen, he fat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect the fatness. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect the fatness.
Yo, round be winning.
I feel like he got his own style. It's different, and all he talk about is girls. he ain't never been gangsta on no song. It ain't none. It's all about having sex, meeting the girl, doing nasty shit to him. Hey man, stay in your lane. When you heard him say some gangster shit, that dog, that is a skill to do 1,000 songs about the same topic is crazy.
See,
Dog,
I'm
that's
not.
incredible.
Look. I'm definitely.
I know you hate that.
Yeah, I can't jump on that wagon. I can't jump on that one. But I will say this. Like, if you're gonna make the same music over and over and over and over again, and find a way to make it feel different to people, I respect it. Or find success with it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I can't lie. Like, my favorite group, one of my first favorite groups was Bone Thugs and Harmony. Okay. Murder and Marijuana for an EP, an album, and a double disc. Pretty much. Like, you go good 6 years in their career, and these motherfuckers don't even go on a date. Like, you don't see them. You don't know if they got a girlfriend. They don't go to those strip clubs. It's just murder and marijuana, and everything sounds so different. I think largely because of how they were flowing. Like, I could get with their raps because they're the only people who were giving me that at the same time too. So their style was the unique part of it. But they were two notes: the murder, marijuana, and then a church song. Every project.
But that Scarface thing that he told you, it holds true for most of hip hop. Every rapper is pretty much making that same song over and over again. But most artists do attempt to have a girl song, something that the ladies can get into, some dancing shit, some up tempo, some street. You know what I mean? There is some diversity going on. But you're right with Bone. It was absolutely marijuana, murder, Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? That was it. But
they were great at it.
They were incredible at
Incredible at it.
But I'm gonna say this too. One of the hardest things to do is to be public figures and to have a relationship. So this is why I want to give us some credit here, because what he's doing with Rihanna is not easy. Because the public is so critical of everything that they do as a couple. They're always being watched. And it's so many people probably sending Rihanna stuff that say he's doing stuff and vice versa, and then it bleeds over into their personal shit. It's very hard to have a public relationship. So I hope that what I'm saying is not hindering that, because I think what they have as a couple and as a husband and wife is beautiful. I'm strictly talking about music here, guys, and I'm saying that he has a fantastic life, and I give him props and kudos to that. But as a rapper, I'm just talking about rap, words on the paper, over the beat. If I send him somewhere and I say bust a verse, he is at the lower tier of artists down there. He has some of the most uninteresting shit going on as a rapper. And just being honest, he ain't never said nothing that made me go back and be like, damn, that's a bar. He ain't never did it. If y'all being real, he ain't done that. He ain't done it, y'all.
You ever dated a celebrity, someone famous? You ever dated an R&B singer?
I'm not built for it.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, they wasn't famous, but I'm not built for that. I'm not built for that. There's too much going on in the world. I can't. We go somewhere, you got to be running down the street, shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Dog, listen. I'm in an Uber. Nigga, like, hey man, you stack. I don't have no clue. I called you like, dog, Justin. Niggas know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about. I don't even be into that fame shit or whatever. Listen, me and the Uber driver going back and forth because he a Rick Ross fan.
Right.
He on my top because I didn't like the album. He on me. Like, man, you ain't like this album? So I'm crazy. Then when I started breaking it down, I said, well, crazy in comparison to what? Mastermind? Teflon Don? Oh no, it ain't fucking with that.
Right.
Oh, what we talking about?
You start thinking about all of his music he's put out. You start positioning it where things have been and where they are now, and all of a sudden you find yourself with a bully sitting down there at the bottom of the catalog. You're just happy you got new Ross. And I'm happy for people who got new Ross. But if we're basing Ross on Ross, Ross ain't never had oh my God, I gotta show this. Ross ain't never had a hook problem. Ross never had beat problems. But somehow some of them started showing up on this project. I want to pull up this comment real fast because this is also something else that we talked about when we did when we rated everybody, we graded everybody on their projects since their first projects out since the battle. And so someone in here, where is this at? Responded to me. See if I can find this. Someone in our comment section. I don't know where it is. Someone of our comment section said, "Yo, the Ross album isn't that bad. Like the bars are great. It's just the hooks, the beats, and the features that sound whack." I'm like, the hooks, the beats, and the features. So it's okay. I mean, look, I like bars. I'm a lyrics first guy. But wow,
the food ain't bad. The ingredients is good. It's just when they cook them, it don't taste good. The fuck is that?
Right.
Hey, look,
It's so funny.
they got the right ingredients, but when they put them in the pot, some just went left. So that's why it tastes like shit. Hey man, that shit don't make no sense.
Right. It's another way to like listen to music, and I think a lot of times I'm just happy when people come back. I'm happy when I get a chance to hear a new J. Cole album. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy when I get a chance to hear something fresh from, De La Soul or from Rick Ross or A$AP Rocky. But that freshness wears out fast if it doesn't hit the nostalgia point. And not necessarily saying that everything's got to be compared to something previous. But with certain artists, I've been so enthralled in the project and the work that they put out that's also part of my listening experience. And so, I respect it. Nostalgia's a hell of a drug.
And someone said, well, his music's not going to be as good because he's older. Well, I used to feel that way. And I probably would have gave him a pass before I heard the Clips album. Before I saw Killer Mike win a Grammy for his fucking shit. Before I heard T.I.'s album. Before I heard the Mobb Deep album. Before I heard the De La Soul album. Before, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing dudes make great music in the latter years of their life. And you want me to sit here and tell you that, no, that shit, no, I'm not doing that. I'm watching guys make great projects and that are older. This don't have nothing to do with nothing but being lazy and not putting your best foot forward and not having someone in your corner to tell you, hey, man, how about you lay a hook on this song?
Word.
This is a great song. How about you do a chorus right here? He got 3 songs on there where the nigga just let the beat play. No hook. You think you being innovative?
Right.
You think you doing something new? I feel like he got out of when that part of the song came on. He needed to go get a wing to get his sugar back right. He ate a wing. He came back in and laid the next verse. You know what I'm saying? He just said fuck it and just left it like that. I think I like it like that.
I will shout out Trues in Harmony. He says, Justin Bone definitely had more topics of songs as their career progressed. If I could teach the world, Family Tree, What About Us, Change the World, to name a few. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I definitely agree as their career progressed. Emphasis on progress. And what I'm talking about here is like, particularly if you look at it, If I Teach the World and Family Tree, for example, like both of those are on The Art of War, the double disc. It's called The Art of War because they are basically in battle mode and they are in war. Right. So I Can Teach the World is a detour. Family Tree is a detour here. And there's like another Family Tree remix on that album, right? That album has 24 songs. So 21 of them are still in this very similar murder and marijuana lane. And then you have these other 3 songs. So 1 out of every 8, right? We could say that. But then after The Art of War, when you get to the other projects, they start growing more and expanding more. So I agree with this take here, but because it actually adds up to what I'm saying. I just think that an EP, an album with 19 songs, and a double disc with 24 songs, and there's probably 4 songs that detour from Murder and Marijuana, still is largely Murder and Marijuana.
DJ said, did you send his invite to Mondami instead of him?
Oh, sure. Dang. I mean, you know what? You know what's fun? I mean, Mom Donnie be showing up for the people now. That might be a good idea.
I'm just telling you what he said on the text.
But I know I see it right now. I forgot because I didn't even send it to you. You know what I mean? Because you slung you right there. Right. So I got here, you were here, and I was like, oh, okay. But Mom Donnie be showing up for the people now.
Hey,
everybody,
man,
that's people's favorite thing about Mom Donnie. He's showing up.
Shout out to him and whatever he got going on. I live in LA, man. We try to get this shit right over here.
Right,
You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
But yeah, man, not to get off the subject, but yeah, I feel you. You right about Bone Thugs and everybody, but generally everybody just trying to everybody that's doing music, they just trying to just make it good enough so y'all can keep supporting it, man, and y'all can keep coming out to the shows, and
Yeah.
so Ross can keep putting gas in that jet and that boat.
I wanna say one more thing real fast too, because I see a few comments in here saying things like, "Man, listen to ASAP Rocky for lyrics isn't the point." No, we understand that, right? Like some artists just aren't lyrical rappers. Some artists aren't artists that are technically skilled at that. You know what I'm saying? And so, Stat's point is that Future raps better than ASAP Rocky. I'm seeing all these comments as reacted to our commentary saying, well, if you listen to ASAP for lyrics, you're doing it wrong. That's Stat's point. That is Stat's, and ASAP's from New York. So he might be one of the first cats to break with as much as attention and investment as he's had who wasn't like that, who didn't rap good, like who wasn't focused on lyrics, which makes sense if you think about his inspirations, right? And like I was thinking about this, I used to think about this all the time. Because Mims to me is probably the most successful rapper of the 2000s that I just didn't understand. Like I know we think about ASAP Rocky taking inspiration from the Midwest or the South. I know we think about Dipset doing that to a degree. They're making songs called crunk music. You know, that was all new stuff, right? That New York was doing. The New York hadn't been borrowing from other regions in that way. That was part of their reputation. But Mims, out of New York, might be one of the worst rappers of that time period. This is why I'm hot. I don't have to rap. I can say a mill while saying nothing on the track. I represent New York. I got it on my back. We never heard nothing else from him again, right? But the point is, if I am listening to rappers and I'm not supposed to be paying attention to their lyrics, do I need them? That is my fundamental place. Can I just rock with the instrumental? Do I actually even need it? And that's where this discussion lives. So yeah, like I agree with all you guys. Listening to Rocky for lyrics isn't the point. Yeah, we don't listen to Rocky for lyrics either. We can still enjoy his music and his movements. But you're saying what Stat's saying.
And when I say somebody raps better, stylistically, Future has more style on a track than ASAP Rocky. So if we're gonna say that neither one of them are talking about anything, neither one of them have crazy lyrics, right? They're not gonna wow you with their metaphors. Then what do we have left? We only have style. ASAP style, I know where it all came from, so I'd rather go listen to the original of that. Future style, he is the original of his style. Go listen to Karate Chop. This nigga, he created mumble rap. Karate Chop. Dog, I remember literally playing that for Kira. She working at Amazon now. She used to be the general manager of Aftermath. I remember playing that and telling her like, "Yo, I want to get him on. I want to do a record with him, with Dre do the beat." She's like, "Are you trying to get thrown out of this office? I play Karate Chop."
Right,
like,
right.
You just trash. What is he saying? It's like he's mumbling. He's not saying anything. Hence, here come mumble rap. So all I'm saying to y'all is, if we're gonna take away the lyrics, we're gonna take away all the shit that make a rap, the main thing that you listen to rap for, which is the lyrics, and we're gonna be here strictly for the style of a nigga. Future is a better rapper than ASAP Rocky. All y'all wrong. I'm right.
I want to say one more thing on this topic. Let's move on to Glasses and YG and Drake. But shout out to Screwface John in the chat right now. He says, "Nah, Mims had one more. Mims had like this. Don't sleep on Mims." Now, this is the first time I've ever heard anybody say "don't sleep on Mims." But you, my man, I rock with you. 1 second applause. But we're gonna put it on the screen. Oh shoot, there it is. Yeah, here it is. We're gonna put it on the screen, right? So this is what Screw's talking about. He's talking about so This Is Why I'm Hot was a #1 record, 2-time platinum, right? #1 record. Like This is the other song, which peaked at number 32, and it didn't have the same shelf life. His next song peaks at number 61. I don't think about songs that don't spend time on the charts as hits like that. I understand that, yeah, getting on the charts, especially then, is a big deal. But that's not where my mind goes, because he goes from 1 to 32 to 30, 61 and gone. Like, this is just the normal path of a one-hit wonder. Like, the guy strikes big, has enough interest because of this first one that he gets another look, doesn't necessarily move, so he move on to the next project. They put out the first one. He's getting all the support he got before because he had a number one, but those aren't sticking and we never hear from him again. And that is Mims' trajectory. Just like a lot of people.
Shout out to Mims, man.
Yeah,
Because
shout out to Mims.
I don't down a person for having one hit. I feel like because most people have never had one.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah.
so
I just don't like
shout out
I
to
don't
him.
like how look, the whole song. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that whole song hit me so different because as soon as he gets to "I represent New York," I got it on my back part. That's when I get so upset. And from where I was sitting at that point in time, that just foreshadowed so much that I was afraid would happen.
And maybe I have some trauma from me growing up in the South and this whole thing where a lot of New Yorkers used to really when they came to Atlanta. It's a different climate now. It's a totally different world. But it used to be a lot of bashing going on. You couldn't get your music played in New York. That was not happening. And to watch it transform where the artists are basically injecting a lot of the shit into the music, it's wow. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. I mean, it's different because I grew up where it'd be 5 New York dudes with goggles on and big pants talking shit, and the whole school beat them up. That's how I grew up. It was always New York versus Atlanta. Like, it was a thing. I don't know what was going on. I don't know why it was like that. I don't know what was happening. But
Do you think it was the
definitely-
95 Source Awards that was the part, the catalyst?
That might have played a role because we was trying to stomp the goggles out them niggas when I was growing up. Maybe it was different for everybody else, but when I was growing up, we had the couple new and one thing I can say it'd be only like 2 or 3 of them, and then the goggles to the side of their shit, walking like this here, you know what I'm saying, and really just own their shit, their attitude. And we Southern hospitality. That's another thing I noticed when I went to New York. The first time I went, me and my mom rode the train, Justin. When I tell you, my mom almost broke her neck on that train because she wasn't holding on, right? I'm trying to grab her to help her. Nobody moved on the train, my nigga. I'm like, y'all just gonna watch this lady just fall the fuck down? Nobody moved. Nobody said shit. Had that been the South, a mattress with pillows would have came from somewhere. Somebody would have flew in like Superman to grab my mother before she hit the ground. You know what I'm saying? That shit, dog. And then like in the South, when black people see each other, not even just black folks, white folks too. Hey, how you doing? New York, if you say hello to somebody, the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck? Dog, where's all the hostility come from, bro? Where's all the hurt? You know what I'm saying? So like that's a thing. It's just not a warm place, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them for winning the championship. You know, the Knicks. But look at the fans, man. Let's just keep it real. It's harsh. Philly the same way. Look at the fans up there, man.
Word up. You're tuned in live right now, Third Verse Podcast. Tuesday show. We got a couple super chats here. You want to get to these super chats, but then move on to the next.
Absolutely.
All right. So big shout out to Tchaikovsky the Destroyer. There's nothing wrong with Rocky's music. He's just not Stat's flavor. I'm from Stone Mountain and favor Waka over Future. Future style is an illegitimate child of Wayne.
I'm not saying Rocky's his music is my flavor. A couple of songs, I like a couple of the songs a lot. So I can't say it's not my flavor because I do like some of his shit. I'm just saying as a rapper, he's not as good as Future. Now you saying you favor Waka Flocka over Future, it's kind of insulting the Future because Waka Flocka, his catalog is Future got like 16 albums, bro, and not even to mention the mixtapes. And you say he's an illegitimate child of Wayne. You could maybe say that about Thug, with Thug's a mixture of Wayne and Future. But if you go listen to Karate Chop, Wayne never did anything like that until he got on the remix of that song. There's no song in Wayne's discography before he fucking rapped with Future that he sounded like that. And Wayne wasn't Wayne he morphed into that because Wayne was Jay-Z. Wayne was an East Coast rapper for years. All he listened to, this is what he said. All he listened to was Reasonable Doubt. So he started to rap like that. And then he morphed the New Orleans shit in there with it. And then he got on it, the skater, and got into listening to other type of music. So then it became the melodies, and you know what I'm saying?
And he got into the lean, and then he started leaning into the lean in his raps.
And he stopped writing it down. And my boy Static Major, that's when he really became. I remember vividly, me and my manager at the time seeing that video, Justin. Because I was a competitive at the time, and we sitting there just watching it. Bottles in the club. Because I had just worked with Static, and I remember seeing it, and me and my manager was like, "Oh, he's gone. He's at a different stratosphere. He's somewhere else. He had transformed from just a rapper to a superstar. Like that nigga it's in Vegas. He's standing on a car or some shit. And that shot ain't got a bad. You need to better bad when you wear. I was like, oh shit, the nigga's out of here. But I feel like Future had his own shit. That's staccato like that. Wayne wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing that. Now I think Thug morphed Wayne and Future together for sure.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying?
And
he had his own thing.
I did a breakdown on Future. It was called the Ultimate Future Theory. And I talked to Rico Wade for it. Because I always had a theory that Future style, a huge part of Future style was connected to just the Dungeon family culture.
Absolutely.
And the Dungeon family culture was all about being unique. So you've got Big Boy, you got Outkast in there, you got Witch Doctor, you got CeeLo, you got Big Gib, you've got the whole Goody Mob, Andre 3000, the whole Goody Mob, everybody. And all these cats are in the dungeon writing these raps. And if you're going to get on a track with somebody, you could not sound like anybody else.
Yes.
And Future's the youngest one. So you're talking like 13 super original MCs. And so if you're Future and you're trying to get on a track, you're trying to get your stuff out, you're trying to make it happen, and you're part of the Dungeon family who focuses on originality, and you can't sound like Andre, Big Boy, CeeLo, Big Gift. You can't sound like any of these guys. Is there anything left but to just start mumbling? You know what I mean? And Rico Wade was like, now that I think about it, that actually makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
He didn't rap like that when he was Meathead or some. I think his name was Meathead.
Meathead,
he didn't rap like that. Dog, listen, I've said this before. When I first heard Lil Uzi Vert sounded like Meek Mill or some shit. Don Cannon had him with Lotta Dark Man. When I first heard Uzi, that's what he was rapping like that. That motherfucker he saw Wayne, Future, and said, wait a minute, let me give gone. He called because he knew. I said, you know what? I can't be exceptional here, right? Because I'm trying to do this, but I can go over here and I'm gonna take my personality and be more eccentric. And you know what I mean? Am I straight? I don't know. We gonna ride that. Boom, gone. He did it. He did it. And so what I'm saying with Future, in that same stance of what you're saying, he sat in the room listening to Andre 3000, CeeLo Green. These guys were phenomenal. He was like, wait a minute, dog. In order to stand out in this room, I have to do something completely different than them. That's why I have to push back on the super chat to tell you that it's not Wayne, sir. He was in a room with some giants and he had to figure it out, or he was not going to be the Future.
Right. And he figured it out.
He did.
Shout out to Future. Shout out to Unk Ditto. Unk Ditto says, Justin, put some Murrays on that stash and brush it. I so rarely have a mustache. I definitely have no mustache care routine, I'll tell you that. But I appreciate the advice.
Justin out here, they call him Stubbs. Stubble. You in trouble with my boy Stubble.
It's all happening. Big shout out to K Gemma, Justin Hunt. One more Cam slander, I'm pulling up. I mean, look, I can't take away anything that Cam nor Dipset has accomplished, but if I'm looking at the pantheon of MCs from New York, or just MCs that I've just always loved, I feel like Cam and Dipset were more along the swag rap, what we now think of as vibe rap lane than any of their contemporaries. And
Not Santana?
the whole crew. I think the whole crew was living in there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, I think they were more of that than anybody else. Because I never thought that any of their MCs were, I mean, they were great, but I wouldn't compare them to like all the cats they were around. You know, there's nobody that was hanging with Hove to me. Nobody on Biggie's level. I thought Mace was way more entertaining than anybody that they had. You know, 50 Cent, they're probably technically better rappers than 50 Cent, but they couldn't get off the aggression, the storytelling, nor the album making that 50 was able to do, and that was happening in G Unit, in my opinion. And so that's where it's coming from. It's not slander. I'm not knocking their entire catalog, but if you ask me to put together a list of the toughest MCs from their city or their region, I'm not sure whether any of them show up. But I will say that I do like Jim Jones becoming a better rapper than he was back then. But when I liked their stuff, it was mostly the vibe stuff. Like, I love G's Up, Hoes Down. I love, like, the feel of it more than I cared about anything they were saying.
I want to say something about Jim Jones too, man. Because at one point in my life, I felt like people should dress a certain type of way because they were getting older. I've changed my stance on a lot of things about getting older. And I feel like, man, Jim, you whatever you want to do, dog, you do it, man. You want to keep rapping, you want to keep wearing diamond belt buckles, you live your life, man. I respect what he's doing. He definitely made himself a much better rapper. He's definitely gotten better from when he first started. That's another guy who had people write rhymes for him. They never talk about that either. That's crazy. I know for a fact Jim Jones wasn't writing no rhymes in the beginning. So are we going to say now that he is good? Now, so it's like Lil Baby. Gunna was writing Lil Baby's rhymes, y'all. Newsflash, like he was writing the rhymes. So can we say so Lil Baby could never be a great MC because Gunna was writing all the rhymes. Lil Baby didn't even know how to rhyme. Lil Baby said it in an interview. I didn't make it up.
Yeah, he said it. He said it out loud.
He would pay Gunna to write his raps.
Yeah.
He would pay him. So Jim Jones had people writing the rhymes. So does that mean that Jim Jones can never be one of the greatest? I'm just asking.
Mm-hmm.
Did Fat Joe write all his raps? Just asking, dog. Like, what are we talking about? So Fat Joe can't be one of the greatest? Nigga been around since 1989. He's still here. He's still relevant today. That's like incredible.
That's big facts. Because I remember when how'd this go? I think Harder Than Ever, the Lil Baby album, that came out. And I was like, And everybody was telling me how this is the next dude up. And I'm like, okay, it's whatever. Right? And then the mixtape he did with Gunna came out. Oh my God, what was that shit called? Drip Harder. Drip Harder comes out with Gunna. I'm like, oh, they fire. They crazy. Right? And then My Turn comes out. And it's the hottest album, period. Right? And I'm like, oh, okay, he got some performance enhancers because they were putting out albums quickly. It wasn't like there was a whole huge gap between when these projects are dropping, but you could hear the HGH all over Baby's flow from Harder Than Ever to Drip Harder to My Turn. It's like, okay, here's where he is. Oh, this is when he gets with Gunna. Okay, this is Gunna being presented by Lil Baby.
Gunna and Future, right?
Yeah.
And early Thug, but Gunna and Future to me are two of the most talented rappers. That's the modern shit, right? That's going on of Atlanta, period. Right. The modern stuff, you know, because dog, Gunna, that's one artist I wish I had. I wish I had Gunna.
Yeah.
Because I remember everybody was picking Baby, and everybody thought Baby was like the one, because I knew the epicenter. You know what I'm saying? I always would say Gunna. People tell me, "Oh no, man, Baby better than Gunna." I feel you, and Baby's dope and has gotten better.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the original.
Right. And then we see who's been able to sustain in a different kind of way. You know what I mean?
Gunna, Gunna's a snitch. Gunna's a this. Gunna's a that. Gunna got a hit record. Gunna, the arena still packed.
Right. Gunna got a six pack. Okay. Gunna no longer looks like a Ninja Turtle. You know what I mean? Like it's beautiful what he's done.
Yeah, it's very hard to change your physical appearance like that and maintain it. I've changed my my appearance, but to maintain it, it's just mac and cheese be calling my name. You
Right.
know?
Discipline's a different thing. I had fixins this weekend actually.
Syrup, waffles, pancakes. I mean, listen, how would I say? I wouldn't call ASAP truffle. He's not truffle. He's more like, to me, what's something? He's like beef stroganoff. I had it a couple times. It's not bad. I just don't eat it a lot. That's what he is. ASAP's more like beef stroganoff. You know what I'm saying? You know? Kendrick is French fries. I love French fries. You know what I'm saying? I love me some French fries. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's fries, Del Taco fries, all the fries. I love a good French fry. Beef tallow, sesame oil, however you want to do the fry. I fuck with fry. You know what I'm saying? He's a French fry. You know what I mean? For sure.
Word up. Yeah. Tuned in live right now, Third Verse Podcast. Let's move on and talk about Glasses Malone and Drake. And so this was the biggest story at the tail end of last week. And so if you missed it, Glasses Malone went on, he has a show that comes on multiple times a week called The Lunch Hour. Fantastic show, excuse me. And him and Trap Bradshaw just breaking all kinds of things down that have to do with rap and culture. And so Glasses Malone, during the Lunch Hour last week, found himself in a situation. I wouldn't say found himself in a situation because I think G always knows what he's doing for the most part, right? I've never seen a situation where I can say that, you know, G was out of pocket with something he said or something he put out there. But in this clip, you get to see a situation where it appears G is being trolled by a Drake fan and ends up making what has landed as a startling admission. Let's take a listen.
We have 700 to 1,000 viewers in here because it's not about Drake. I could kick Cuz back in. You want me to?
That's crazy.
You want me to put 1,000 people in here?
That's crazy for him.
You want me to put 1,000 people in here? Oh, you said there's not enough people? Oh, okay. You want me to put some people in here? Let's see.
You want me to put 1,000 people in here for him?
What kind of statement is that?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what kind of?
Like, what is the statement saying?
You want me to go? I got some things in my mind, Cuz, that I didn't talk about.
He wants to hear about Drake.
Yeah,
he does.
Is that the way he's trying to get?
Yeah, is that the way?
You want me to start kicking Cuz back in right now?
Like, what is? I
don't think y'all understand this. Cuz don't like when I kick his back in because I'm not the rest of these niggas. See, he can spend that money and fuck with YG Life. He can spend that money and fuck with YG Life. Let me tell you what his mark ass is doing. He's spending money and financing Draco campaign cuz to try to fuck with this boy life and get him arrested because he mad about a battle. He started playing me like that because I swear to God, that little shit will get shot up and all that shit. I'll make his life horrible. All that shit he living in out here, cuz that shit'll get burnt up. See, the difference is, cuz, it's like real power. See, that's rented power. You rent it, you pay for it. Real power, cuz, is when it's actually real, when niggas will do it for you just for the measure.
That part.
You don't want me to start kicking Cuz back in. You want me to start announcing to the world exactly what type of hoe ass shit he doing. See, here y'all be fans of Cuz, and y'all want me to go. I'm not really tripping about. It's not an important topic, Cuz. You wanted to do it. This ain't no conspiracy. This is a fact. And you wouldn't care it's a fact or not because you can't get Cuz dick from out your fucking tonsils. I know, Cuz. You don't know, Cuz. You a fucking fan. And you not listening to me, Cuz, because you so busy thinking you gotta like Cuz music. You don't want me kicking his back in because I'm not the rest of these niggas. I don't get emotional when I'm talking to Buddy. I get emotional when I'm talking to you. The fact that you want me to kick Cuz back in. I have avoided talking about this shit because I'm like, you know what, Cuz? I knew how much y'all look up to Cuz and y'all like niggas that got pissed on and all this old punk ass shit y'all like. But I could turn this motherfucker up in my sleep. And I'm not the rest of these niggas, Cuz, and ain't nothing he could do about it. I'm not, and he'll tell you I'm not the rest of these niggas. It ain't nothing he could do about it. You start playing them games with me, Cuz I'm not none of them niggas. I'm on all the bullshit. So you don't want me to start talking about Cuz. It was hell when I was talking about Cuz.
You don't want me to start talking about Cuz. It was hell when I started talking about him. Now, that is a crazy allegation in terms of, I don't think anybody was even thinking about this kind of thing. And I look at this again and I just see, oh, this started off of a comment. Someone in the chat said that. And Glass was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, let's get 1,000 people in here. Well, I can guarantee that over the course of this weekend and all the coverage that's come out around this, you know, I think G at least proved his point to that commenter, but now there's a whole different discussion. And the discussion is G Malone is stating that Drake is funding a campaign that works in hopes to get YG implicated in the murder of Draco the Ruler. That is a weighty allegation to me. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so I've done such a fantastic job, I would say, of operating in the music industry in Los Angeles amongst some of the most dangerous circumstances, and have never really found myself in any of the bullshit. And the reason that I have done so and done such a magnificent job is I've always stayed out of certain business that didn't really pertain to me. And I think when it started getting to the street stuff, I just don't have a comment because that's not my wheelhouse, you know. I love Glasses, you know, as a man, as a person. I know the guy that I rock with. I rock with YG as a man, as a person. I know him. I don't know Drake personally. I met him a couple of times. I like some of the music, but I don't even have an opinion because I don't know enough to be in it, you know. As a commentator and having a podcast, I would say that I hope that's not happening. I hope that's not going on. But I wouldn't put it past people to do anything. But I necessarily, at this point, I got to exit stage left because it starts becoming something that I'm not. Like gang stuff and the street stuff. Like I ain't gonna say I ain't tough, y'all. I have no alliances or nothing about that. I got friends that of all different types that participate in all different types of stuff. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. And I think that's how you maintain the safeness out here in LA. You know, when I was having a conversation with one of the guys that, you know, I'm not gonna get into his name because I don't want to sound like I'm being cloudy, but he's like, man, the reason I rock with you, and he's like, because you always told me the truth. You know, people didn't want to tell me the truth. You always told me the truth, regardless of what I had going on. You know how I'm affiliated here or whatever. But you never let that stop you from you saying, hey, you think that's whack. And when you told me there's something that you didn't like, you told me why you didn't like it and why it didn't resonate with you. Not to say it wouldn't resonate with somebody else. So with that being said, I pride myself on staying out of shit that don't got nothing to do with me. I'm really good at that. You know what I'm saying? And this shit right here has reached a level, the moment when he said that I feel like the third verse, Justin Hunt, DJ Mormile, Stat Quo, we ain't got nothing to do with it. We don't know shit about it. Now we want to break down some lyrics. Oh yeah, Zendaya was in Euphoria. He put out a song called Euphoria. Let's get into that. Hold on. You want to even talk about, did he try to sleep with somebody's girl or whatever? Well, I give you a little commentary. He probably did that.
I'll give you a little commentary.
Yeah, you start using the words like someone that got murdered, stabbed, shot, beat up. You see, these are words that say Stat is not gonna be involved. You want me to not be involved? Just say some shit like say crime, say jail, say murder, say like any of these words. Say like it's certain words I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want nothing to do with none of that.
That's funny.
It's all let's talk about rap, cadence, lyrics, production, studio, mixing board, producer, engineer. Let's get into that. But
Wow.
gang banging, And Justin will tell you that he's from North Carolina. I'm from Atlanta. Okay, DJ Mormile is from his family's from Brooklyn. And though Brooklyn has, I'm sure the part that DJ is from is not the same part that Biggie was from. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna throw that out there. But at the same time, we don't know shit. We know the people, we love the people, and we hope they get it together. We hope nothing happens with them. Please don't let nothing happen. Please, everybody come together and have a, no pun intended, a kumbaya moment. But we here, guys, we don't want no mess. Chart report.
Chart report. I do want to say this though. Like when he said that, my mind went a number of places. Right. First of all, I don't know. First of all, I co-sign everything Stat said. Okay. Like, I don't have any firsthand information as to what specifically is being talked about here. Nor do I do my best to investigate certain things. You know, I just think that there's nothing certain. There's certain conversations people just don't want to hear from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if there's a conversation about Ronaldo versus Messi, people don't want to hear from me. I can admit that right up front. Okay, this is in that cipher of things that people probably don't necessarily want to hear from me. But as a spectator, like everyone else, when I heard G say that, it reminded me of what Kendrick said in is it Mr. Morale? Whichever song he alludes, or maybe it's Euphoria. Whichever song he alludes to Drake putting money in the street, right? Like lyrically, that's the last time I heard something like this. And so I don't know specifically what that meant, but I know that I've been now hearing that for the duration of this battle. I heard it there, and now I'm hearing it here. When people talk about how upset Drake is at everybody that's around Kendrick or whatever, it's crazy in my mind that anyone would allow themselves to be that upset, right?
Well,
let me phrase this before
okay.
I stop there. And I'm gonna say we'll allow them to be that upset. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can understand being upset, but like to go as far as to help the police arrest someone, is not where I thought this battle would go, if that's the case. You know what I mean? Like, just the thought of it in my mind is like, we're now far down the road. We are now here assisting in pinning a murder on someone, allegedly or theoretically. Like, just the thought of it, not necessarily whether he did this or not, right? Just the thought of it, right? That's crazy to me. And then the other thing I thought was, dang, G, you just you let that guy in the comment section get you outside like that? You know what I mean? Because he says in the beginning, I've been thinking about it. I didn't plan to say anything about this, but since this commenter showed up, like that was like a totally different thought that has more about how we interact with people on live streams in these communities than anything that has to do with anybody specifically named in this conversation. You know what I mean? Like the idea that someone in the chat can have enough control, can instigate someone on the microphone to get them to do all kinds of stuff is just some most recent reminder that I have of that.
I think he should have better moderators on his stuff. You know, I think he should have a better moderators. So he doesn't get triggered like that. But from a content perspective, and because that is his wheelhouse, right? The things that we choose not to discuss, that's his wheelhouse. So from his perspective, I mean, he's he's warranted to speak about that based on his what he has experienced in his lifetime and what he lives here in Los Angeles. And so he's more. I have no problem with him saying what he had to say. You know what I mean? I do. I don't like that he was triggered by somebody in his audience, but for the sake of what he's doing as a person with a show, it's good business. It's great business. It's fantastic business. And you know, maybe 4 or 5 more of those moments, it's going to accelerate him to a place where he'll be where he's supposed to be in this shit because he's that dope at it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So regardless of how, like you said, I acknowledge everything that you had to say. Like you never thought that a battle would have gotten us here. But what I was gonna say is, I think when the allegations came in from certain things, A minor, I think that kind of like changed the mindset of everyone on that side. You know what I'm saying? Honestly,
Right.
you know. So I don't put it past anyone to do anything. My interaction with Drake, I never got gangster from that. I think me and him watched like similar cartoons. I never got thug. He was always tougher on the songs than he was. He's a very nice person, man. You know.
Look,
So I never got that.
pressure, bus pipes, or you know, can change people. You know, like
Yeah.
you could still be all these things that people try to marginalize Drake as, like a nice guy from Canada who's on a TV show who's not nearly as tough as his bars sound. But that guy was a long time ago in the grand scheme of things. I mean, the things that he's had to go through, like, you know, okay, let's take all the things that are unflattering, that are rumors that are out there, right? Okay, you're telling me a guy who got slapped by Diddy, a guy who got peed on, a guy who, throughout all that, still feels as though he was able to throw as many alley-oops to people as he could, and that led him to, you know, being called out for ghostwriters by Meek Mill, and found himself in a situation with Pusha T, and then the whole rap universe is going at him. From his perspective, those are a lot of things to get past, just in general. And every time you get past something, you learn something. You're a different kind of person. So, you know, when people, you know, point those things out about Drake, when they talk about how he's not as hard as his rap sounds, I get it. But he's now also damn near a billionaire, been wealthy, rolling like the president for over a decade. Regardless of that, if that's who he was, sometimes you become who you have to be throughout the course of your life. I'm not even sure, you know, I don't know anything about who Drake is as a person now, but I know that he has enough money and access and power to pretty much be anything that he wants to be. And so I just think that is a different kind of thing.
And I'm gonna say this too, and people, this is something that people don't talk about Drake for. Drake was in a very awful contract situation, if y'all didn't know. I mean, Jay Prince's son got him into that when he was working at Hot Beats down in Atlanta. Jay Prince's son introduced him to Wayne, and that's how that started. So you got Rap a Lot, essentially, right? Then you have Young Money, right? That's 2 situations, okay? Then you have Cash Money, right? Then you go to Universal Republic. So before he even get to the hub of it, right? He's got 3 subsidiaries right there on top of whoever's managing him, all right? So he managed to go from that with not necessarily having a public dispute with any of those entities. He never beefed with Baby. He never beefed with Wayne. He never beefed with Jay Prince's son. The only public dispute that we have seen has been with Universal Music, which is some white folks. All them people I just mentioned that had him in terrible contracts look like me and you. I'm gonna give him props that he never publicly shitted on us, because Wayne publicly shitted on Baby. And you know what else I'm gonna give props? And their contract situation was different. The way that Kendrick and Top Dog shit was handled was magnificent. There was never no disrespect. And I'm not saying it wasn't a fucked up contract, but I'm just saying, generally, when you see the artists that move on from label to label, it's always some talking shit down to the person that helped him get there. Kendrick never shitted on Top. Top never shitted on Kendrick. Grown people handling shit. So I'm gonna give Drake his props. He never shitted on Wayne. He never shitted on Baby. He never shitted on Jay Prince's son and Jay Prince. He never did it, and all those people still like him. You know what I mean? The only dispute is with Universal, and so why he's suing Universal, I don't rock with it. But the fact that he's suing them, fuck him. I'll never be empathetic to the machine. It just won't happen. I'm just never gonna do it. I'll never be empathetic to Universal. Even though the stance that he's taking and how he's taking it, I don't rock that either. But fuck that. Sue them niggas. Sue them.
All right. So we have some reactions to what G said, right? So we have AD talking about this. Looks like they're on Community. Where's that one? Here it is. And so let's take a look at what AD had to say. Big shout out to AD. And so here is AD's take.
Cut G a little bit of bail though, because a lot of people online I'm gonna cut G a little bit of bail though, because a lot of people online are saying you just making this shit up. He ain't making it up. He got this from somewhere. You know what I mean? Because I heard it too. So, but
Because he heard it too. AD says he heard it too. Let's keep listening.
So you're going to double down and include yourself.
What you mean?
Let G shine, bro. Stop trying to include yourself in it.
How am I trying to include myself?
You want to go viral. You thirsty.
I don't care.
You thirsty, bro.
I'm trying to help him out.
You thirsty, bro.
No, because online, they're saying all type of crazy shit. He's just making up shit. So I got to at least tell the homie, like, listen, he didn't make that up. It didn't come out of thin air. But do you think, chat, that Drake will be that tender that he would want YG to go to jail?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's true? Not that you heard it. Do you think it's true? Yes or no? Do you think it's true?
After everything, yes.
You think so? You think Drake is mad at funding?
I think Drake is very mad at the people that he once considered friends.
So he's funding a hate campaign against YG. He's that committed to tearing YG because of what?
I mean, he helped him a lot. And
I'm saying, why do you think he's that mad because of what situation? What made the? I'm trying to see paint a picture for the people who don't know. Where's the beef? Where the beef come from with that?
So when the Kendrick and Drake beef was going on, Drake was shouting him out like, my nigga YG, like he was showing him love. He jumped on a bunch of songs with him. I mean, I feel like at the time, like Drake really helped YG early in his career. So when the pop out came and YG got on stage and Dancing with Not Like Us was on, I mean, yeah, it makes sense why Drake would feel a certain type of way about that.
So that's where they're coming from. I tend to agree with them, right? Because that was always a weird thing to me. When Family Matters dropped, he starts the song with, you know who really bang except my nigga YG, right? He tries to use YG, his relationship with YG and YG's reputation as a wedge issue against Kendrick. And it failed. It failed miserably, right? Because not only YG also ended up making a song called Weird. He's like, yo, you weird for even putting my name in it, basically talking to Drake. The pop-out thing happened. And so, you know, that was to me a wedge issue that did not go Drake's way. Like when I look at that. But I can see where they're coming from. Like if I can see, like you mentioned earlier, once you get certain allegations thrown out there, you know, you just become very black and white, I'm sure, right? And I do see some of that with at least the way it can be seen from a distance in Drake's energy and posture, particularly this year since Iceman's come out.
You know, one of the hardest lessons that I had to learn in the music industry when I first got into it.
What's that?
Is we dress so unprofessionally, right? So all your interactions feel like how you would interact with your friend. So if you do songs with people and you hang out with them, and y'all in the studio making music, or y'all, you know what I'm saying, we go to a show, we kick it, you know, when I come in town, you start believing that you guys are really friends. And so I believe that Drake thought the reason why he threw YG's name in there because he believed that they were friends. And he thought that his friendship with YG superseded the politics that go on in Los Angeles, California. And that was the mistake that he made. And that and nothing supersedes the politics here.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
do you think he might have been confused by that because he was brought to Compton to shoot the video for 100 where he knew he was throwing shots at Kendrick, and the politics didn't seem to supersede that?
Well, see, in that situation, you're dealing with someone who is different than YG. YG came out after Kendrick, right? Game in his, you know, where he's at, he came out before Kendrick. So it's like a father, right? In a sense. I don't know this. This is my opinion. You feel like you can do things that other people can't do. So I told you when I asked about it, he's like, man, that ain't you were there. He ain't said dude's name. He ain't talking about him. Though if it was the reverse and somebody was saying that, I know how he would have reacted. But in his mind, hey, I can do certain shit that everybody can't do. So you could, maybe you're right. Maybe that gave him the confidence to go out there and say certain things because of certain alliances, and he thought that it would hold true. But YG and Chuck are in different circumstances in that situation. And I always believe that Chuck and Drake were a lot cooler than maybe YG and Drake were. You know what I'm saying? So it was a different thing.
Yeah, and perhaps, I mean, you know, and perhaps it's just a misread of, you know, the politics and the lineage aspect of it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe from the outside, it looks like all these things are flat. Oh, they're all Bloods. I got away with it before. But you don't really think about Game being the OG to Kendrick to the OG to YG in that situation. Like, maybe you don't think about it that way. Interesting thing that's happening here. Now, Ralphie the Plug. Draco, the ruler's brother. He came out and he had a statement, and he actually conveyed the exact opposite. Right? He has an opinion that's completely separate from what G and AD have said. Let's take a listen.
I just heard a nigga say today that Drake been taking care of the family and shit. I know these niggas is getting delusional. Bro, this shit is getting crazy.
I'll play it one more time.
I just heard a nigga say today that Drake been taking care of the family and shit. I know these niggas is getting delusional. Bro, this shit is getting crazy.
Also, he's basically debunking saying that.
He's debunking it. He's saying the exact opposite. He said these cats are delusional. People are crazy. I don't think
that's what Glasses is saying though.
Taking care of the family.
I think Glasses is saying that he's contributing to an investigation that is ongoing about YG. If you listen to it.
So we are saying semantics in the framing. Let's listen to it one more time and let's
hear what Glasses said.
Glasses is definitely saying that. He's saying Glasses is saying Drake is funding a campaign.
Yes, that has nothing to do with taking care of his family. That's a different thing. Of what?
Let's hear that again, because that is definitely a framing that is different. So here, let me put this on screen first. Hold on a second. That is definitely a different framing. So let's think about it under that context real fast.
Yeah.
Hold on. We got that, and then we'll do this. Where's that? Okay, there we go.
I just heard a nigga say today that Drake been taking care of the family and shit. I know I know these niggas is getting delusional. Bro, this shit is getting crazy.
Yeah, he wasn't talking about that.
He's got a different. The wording is different between the two.
And you know what happens, Justin? It happens all the time. When you hear somebody say something, you can't tell somebody how they take something. So that gentleman took what Glasses said in a way like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably heard it from somebody else, like, man, this nigga sound like he taking care of the family. Man, what? For real? And then he went and responded because our phones are right there. You know what I'm saying? So you can't control how somebody takes something, you know? I didn't get that from Glasses at all. What I got from Glasses, in my opinion, is that.
Well, we can play Glasses right now. Let's play his one more time.
Yeah.
We'll play his original. He also doubles down today, so we have a new clip today.
Shout out to G Malone.
Yo, man.
This nigga about to take it over, man.
Bend the industry to his will.
Oh, yes.
Got to put it in the middle. I can't hear it, just.
Can't hear it?
You got to put it in the center.
This boy like to get him arrested because he mad about a battle. He started playing me like that because I swear to God, he can spend that money and fuck with YG gets back in because I'm not the rest of these niggas. See, he can spend that money and fuck with YG life. He can spend that money and fuck with YG life. Let me tell you what his mark ass is doing. He's spending money and financing Draco campaign cuz to try to fuck with this boy life and get him arrested because he mad about a battle.
Financing Draco campaign. Is that different than taking care of the family?
Absolutely.
Let's hear a little bit more to see where he's going. Let's see where he goes.
He started playing me like that because I swear to God, that little shit to get shot up and all that shit. I'll make his life horrible. All that shit he living in out here, cuz that shit get burnt up. See, the difference is, cuz, it's like real power. See, that's rented power. You rent it, you pay for it. Real power, cuz, is when it's actually real, when niggas will do it for you just for the measure.
That part.
You don't want me to start kicking cuz back in. You want me to start announcing to the world exactly what type of hoe ass shit he doing. See, y'all be fans of cuz, and y'all want me to go. I'm not really tripping about, it's not an important topic, cuz. You wanted to do it. This ain't no conspiracy. This is a fact. And you wouldn't care it's a fact or not because you can't get cuz dick from out your fucking tonsils. I know cuz, you don't know cuz you a fucking fan. And you not listening to me cuz you so busy thinking you gotta like cuz music. You don't want me kicking this back in because I'm not the rest of these niggas. I don't get emotional when I'm talking to Buddy. I get emotional when I'm talking to you. The fact that you want me to kick cuz back in. I have avoided talking about this shit because I'm like, you know what, cuz? I knew how much y'all look up to cuz and y'all like niggas that got pissed on and all this old punk ass shit y'all like. But I could turn this motherfucker up in my sleep. And I'm not the rest of these niggas, cuz, and ain't nothing he could do about it. I'm not, and he'll tell you I'm not the rest of these niggas. It ain't nothing he could do about it. You start playing them games with me cuz I'm not none of them niggas. I'm on all the bullshit. So you don't want me to start talking about cuz. It was hell when I was talking about cuz.
It sounds like they're making separate points.
Yeah.
Sounds like separate points. Well, Glasses, again, like I said, he doubled down. He reiterated his position yesterday. And so we have a clip of that. Let's see. That's it. It's this other one. Let's use the other one. Here's what he said.
I meant what I said. I'm not.
I can hear you.
I'm not trying to explain to you what I'm saying. I'm not trying. I meant what I said. I'm not trying to explain to you what I'm saying. I'm not trying to do any of that shit. Like, I don't gotta explain to y'all. And I'm with whatever you want to do about it. You can't do this. You can't do this. Your favorite people can't do this. It sounds crazy, and it's not arrogance. It's because they would be culturally bankrupt.
What do you mean by culturally bankrupt?
They don't have cachet.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's the problem. So I watch all these opinions about what am I doing or what's happening or why does it matter? And they can't figure out why. I've heard everything from clout chase to a million things. You ever wonder why you can't do it? You ever wonder to yourself why you can't? It's because you really got to be this. You really got to be this. And it's hard. You know what I mean? It's not easy. It's a burden to carry.
Oh, it is.
It's a burden to carry, bro.
I said many times, I don't want to be you.
So again, it's like when they keep asking me and they keep pushing me, and on the days God allows me to be pushed off the porch. Now, a lot of people ask me, why is it God pushing me off the porch? I had a crazy thought, Trap. Alcohol moves further away from God. Away from God.
That's G. That's what G has to say.
It's a certain level of respect that he has gotten out here in Los Angeles and throughout the West Coast and probably around the industry period, because he's always been himself. You know, I remember you sent me a clip this weekend. I think it was Mac Wop talking about something, and it sounded like he said stat. And immediately I text you back. I said, first of all, I don't even say things like weirdos. I don't have Mac Wop's number. I haven't seen Mac Wop in a very long time. And second of all, I have never said nothing disrespectful about Glasses Malone, because it ain't really, he ain't had nothing for nobody to say nothing disrespectful about, because the nigga's so credible. So when he talk about his cachet, like, when you hit me with that, I'm like, who? Not me. Not on no camera. Not even at the house. Not even waking up in the morning have I said, hey, yeah, G Malone corny. Nigga, please. Me? I? That nigga sound like he said stat. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Rewind that back. Nigga, don't get it right, y'all. S-T-A-T is different from S-T-E-T. I just want to go on the record for anyone who got that mistaken. It ain't me. I know some of y'all know, but for those that don't know, it ain't me. I ain't never said shit about Glasses. I can fight. I ain't no punk. I don't want no smoke with Glasses. I don't want no smoke with Glasses. I don't want no smoke with hat. I don't want no smoke with shirt. I don't want no smoke with headphones. I don't want to smoke with none of these niggas. That's why I stay out of it. So when Justin sent me that shit, I'm like, oh hell no. Mac Wop need to pronounce shit correctly. Nigga. S-T-E-T. And just so y'all for the record, S-T-E-T is different than S-T-A-T. I am stat. The one that has nothing to do with anything gangster, that's me. The one that has nothing to do with anything going to jail, that's me. The one who don't care about any of that. Y'all want to talk about rap? What the beat sound like? What the song do? Man, I don't want to fight niggas. I don't want to shoot niggas. I want to just have fun and laugh and have a good time. I don't want no problems. That nigga says stat. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Justin sent me that. And Justin, look, Justin asked, it sounds like he's saying you in the beginning. I can't really make it out. I gotta listen to it a couple of times.
But I also said at the same time, give full count. I also said, I know this isn't you. I didn't, but like I'm listening to him, I'm like, who's he talking about? Because it sounds like he's saying stat, but then it was stat. So that's, but I knew it. But just for the record, we had just had Glasses on. We talk about G all the time. We're on the Culture United with him all the time. He's a friend of ours. I knew it wasn't you. I wasn't confused, but I was like, who is he talking about? That sounds like stat. That was really what that was.
Hey Justin, it was close enough, and I'm glad you sent it as a brother, because you know what I'm saying. I'm at Costco looking around. Man, hold on now. They hold me, baby. Hold on now. Somebody got it mistaken. I'm at Costco. Cause no, it don't take but one nut to say, what you say about Glasses? Oh, shit. Your ass bleeding on the goddamn turkey, on the turkey meat, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, glad Mac Wop said you. Fuck. It don't take but an idiot. So anybody listening to this, clip it up, send it to the world. S-T-A-T. It's different from S-T-E-T and Mac Wop, sir. If you could be so ever clear next time when you're pronouncing these names, I am in this space now. Stat. Okay? Just could you please help me out, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? I love what you're doing. I love the platform, but please, stat. I don't want no mistake. Do I need to check? Do I need to be something else? I need to SQ.
I think you're probably good. You're good. You're good.
Shit.
This is good. Big shout out to Mac Wop, the Apollo,
Big shout out to
everybody over
Mac
there.
Wop, man.
Love to have him on the show. Love to have him come on third verse. That'd be a great conversation. We have, so again, like, just to put a button in this. Again, I don't know the specifics of what is being alleged here, what they're talking about. I do know that seeding stories is standard practice in 2026. In 2026, seeding stories to clippers, to media accounts on social media, that is the market we're in right now. And anybody can do it, but it also is another indicator that we really are in a pay-for-play hip-hop media landscape in a way that I've never seen before. Like, just generally speaking, the average story, for it to go anywhere, unless it is just organically clipped on its own, you kind of got to pay somebody to get what you want to get out there in a way, again, I have never seen before. This is the most obviously pay-for-play environment that I've ever seen. And so the macro of what is also a part of this conversation, in my opinion, is just super, super common. People seed stories all the time. Now, when it comes to what is being alleged against Drake, if it's seeding stories that are uncomplimentary, unflattering to YG, or putting stories out there that make it look like YG is more responsible than perhaps he is or isn't, I'm not sure about the details over there at all. That wouldn't surprise me at all, just coming from anybody, right? But if it's something more than that, that's just in a whole nother planet to me. And so, again, I don't have the details on it, but if what we're talking about is stories being seeded, I think it's pretty obvious that everybody in this space has been doing that. If the allegation is something more than that, it's night and day thinking about these two things in my mind. Do I think either of them are cool? With something this serious, I would personally don't think either of them are cool either way. But there is a huge difference between one and the other in my mind, just looking at this from what's happening in this landscape.
So I have a call tomorrow with a guy who works with like all the Clippers. And to your point, he was telling me just on the preliminary conversation that we had, it's $1 per 1,000 views. And that's how they go about charging. And he was just talking about how, with us, we're trying to build our channel, y'all. So this is how you blow your shit up. So, he's like, generally he can get us in the range of 10 to 15 million views. Now, I ain't too good at math here, right? But it's $1 per 1,000 views, right? That shit escalates very quick. So it's in the Clippers' best interest to get it seen as much as possible. Now, Drake has a lot of dollars. You know what I'm saying? It really don't cost really nothing to do these campaigns, as I'm telling y'all about. And at the level that he's at with it, he has the best of the best people. You know what I'm saying? The Clippers and probably get a better rate than I'm getting with this dollar shit. He probably getting 25 cents per 1,000. You know what I mean? So it's possible for that to happen, and it's possible for it to happen on Drake's. And it not even come from Drake at this point. That's another thing. It just come from somebody that got love for Drake, and then that's just doing it for Drake. He could not even know about it, or he could know about it. Who knows? I'm just saying. I was just saying that to basically come on top of what Justin was saying and be like, yeah, it really doesn't take much to see a campaign or a smear campaign to get somebody because I'm telling you, it only costs $1 per 1,000 views. So you know, you get up there, you at 100,000 views, you ain't really spent no money to have somebody looking like shit. And what happens is generally, if you get it to a certain level, then people start clipping it for free. So the person you dealing with telling you he gonna get you the 10, 15 million on his own or her own, that ain't counting the next clipper that's just gonna take it and thinking it's the hot shit. Next thing you look up, that shit got 100 million views and it becomes the truth, whatever it is that's out there. Now you fighting an uphill battle. Hence why I said STAT over STET. Because bring it back. As I said, just bring it back to me. Because I got to be all right. Justin got to be all right.
Right.
If somebody says some shit like, man, Dustin, no. I say that clear, bruh. That's Dustin, not Justin. You got to get that out clear. My dog got to be straight. My boy, my boy Justin, he loves Trader Joe's. You know what I'm saying? He loves Trader Joe's.
I discovered it, like Christopher Columbus.
I don't need my dog having problems at Trader Joe's because y'all didn't confuse Dustin and Justin. So we gotta be clear. So you going forward. But yeah, you're right, Justin. It don't take much of nothing anymore if you just want to put some narrative out there on somebody, and that could be Drake's. Somebody that rock with Drake, a corporate dude that love Drake and be like, you know what, I'm gonna spend $2 million because that's my dog. I don't like what they doing to Drake. Here's $2 million. Next thing you know, these people got friends, they got family. It's all a whole bunch of shit going on. And yeah, that I think if I was YG, I wouldn't have made the song talking about that issue. If I had any type of criticism about anything, and that's respectfully, YG, you do what you want to do, you're a grown man. But I think I probably wouldn't have made that particular record based on everything that happened. But that's just me. He felt compelled to do that, and you got to respect him for his wishes. I have not lived his life, so he made the music that he made, and I know he's such a real person, so it's kind of difficult to avoid to not like talk about what's happening in his life. And he's making an album, so I understand it. But if I was like his representative, I would have been like, hey, can we maybe hold off on this one until we get everything handled and settled with the case. You know what I mean? That's probably my
Word up. Two things real fast. This super chat from Mrs. Coco Nash says, Glasses said on Clubhouse, Drake is funding the family. I haven't seen that, but I put up on the screen to just to be fair. And also, just in case anybody is just not necessarily understanding where we're coming from, to be completely clear, these are strictly allegations coming from Glasses and AD specifically. Claims that Drake was allegedly involved in trying to implicate YG in Draco's murder. We are just reporting what they are claiming, not stating anything as an established fact. Yeah. Okay, so just everybody should be very clear about that.
And I want y'all to understand something too. And Justin, I'm gonna talk on top of Justin here. Our platform ain't for this, but it's because we literally just did Culture United with AD, and we just had Glasses on the show. We felt like it would be a disservice to not even to speak about what's happening because it's going on, and we live in that world of content around these people. But our space is not for any of this. I've told Justin certain things that even happened at the Game and YG thing that we could talk about it. Ain't nobody talk about it. It would set the internet on fire. But like that's not what we do here. That's not what this is, and that's not what we own. So that's just. I just wanted to reiterate that for my man Justin. You know what I mean?
It's all happening. Word up. Oh man. I mean, there's so much, so much going on out here. Big shout out to Brown Girl. She says, "Protect our short king at all costs." It's stat, not stat. Get it right.
Exactly. STAT. STAT.
We got super chat here from our brother Dawood over in Iraq. Says, "What up, guys? What are some of your favorite mixtapes? I was doing a deep dive of Jay Electronica's catalog recently and was listening to Style Wars EP. I wish he were more active."
Man, them 50G unit ones was crazy. Damn, me and DJ Who Kid did one. That's one of my favorite. That shit was crazy. Welcome to Shadyville. Y'all want to check that out? It's me and Eminem on the cover of that.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, it's a great mixtape.
He drew you on the cover, right?
No, that's the re-up.
Oh, that's the re-up. My bad.
It's
Yeah,
actually a
what
picture of him.
Yeah.
You know, it's another good one. Young Jeezy had one. The Trap or Die shit with DJ Drama. Little known fact: we were supposed to do a whole tape together called Georgia Power, but he blew up so fast and left me in the dust.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
he left me in the dust. Shout out to Jeezy though. But yeah, I love that mixtape.
Georgia Power. That's a fire name too.
Yeah, because that's the power
company
down in Atlanta. Yeah, so it was gonna be Georgia Power, me and Jeezy.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of them, dog. DJ Drama has some. Matter of fact, my Underground Atlanta volume 3 was hosted by it was DJ Drama. It was DJ Sense, Don Cannon. That shit was crazy. That was crazy. It was a bunch of and Lil Wayne. Oh my god.
Wayne's like you can almost close your eyes and just go like this. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking crazy.
I got a shout out.
Go ahead.
Rick Ross's "Rich Forever" mixtape. Like I was looking at somebody in the comment section respond to us about what we said about Rick Ross and his album, and they said Rick Ross's best work is Mastermind and God Forgives I Don't. Right, and I understand like that's still within I would say Rick Ross's peak powers, but that "Rich Forever" mixtape, it might be his best work overall. Like,
what Nas on that?
Nas was on that.
That shit is crazy.
You had Fresh Montana on it. You had John Legend on it. I'll pull up the track list right now.
That shit was crazy. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So that's why we not being hard on Ross. We just saying this nigga is a great. He done made some of the best shit. He's made some of the best shit. Ross,
I mean, Holy Ghost, the intro was insane. Let me show this tab instead. Holy Ghost, the intro was insane, high definition. MMG Untouchable, produced by Boy Wonder. That beat was nuts. Yellow Diamonds with Birdman was probably one of the weaker tracks and still one of the best tracks like that he's probably put out in a long time. That track is amazing to me. And it's just everything that surrounds it is just psh, psh, psh. Then it goes on a crazy, I mean, Fuck 'em was crazy. But then this run right here, Rich Forever, Triple Beam Dreams, Mind Games with Kelly Rowland, New Bugatti with Diddy, Keys to the Crib with Styles P, Last Breath with Birdman, Meek Mill, Swear to God, Off the Boat, King of Diamonds, and Ring Ring. Like this run right here, I don't know if there's a better run in a Rick Ross catalog. I don't know.
And then he had a hit with Stay Scheming on there.
Stay Scheming on there, right? I mean, truthfully, Our World Is Ours is crazy. I just think this track's a little long. Boy Wonder did his thing, so Pharrell. Party Heart, probably not one of my favorites on the album, but it's no worse than a 7 out of 10. You know what I mean? So it's like, this to me, if there is somebody who asked me, what should I go, I'm trying to get closer to Rick Ross's catalog. What do I need to listen to right now? I'm either picking Rich Forever mixtape or Teflon Don.
Yeah, I don't know why people don't talk about Teflon Don because I don't know what's going on with that. When whoever you were saying they mentioned Mastermind and they ain't mentioned Teflon.
Yeah, it's a Mastermind.
Can you pull up the Teflon Don track list real quick?
This might be. Yeah, I'm getting it right here. This might be one of the cleanest albums in terms of like no skip albums. This is one of those top tier albums that do that. So the Teflon Don album. This to me is his greatest run. Teflon Don, Rich Forever mixtape. That's probably his best run. And then Mastermind, I think, might be an album after that. But I'm Not a Star comes in crazy. Freemason with Jay-Z. And Tears of Joy with CeeLo Green. Like these two songs right here, like they really represent everything that Set in Stone was missing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's consciousness in here. There's faith in here. This Tears of Joy is basically a prayer. Like thanking God for all the things that I've accomplished and all the things that I've survived. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
my Lord.
That's what I thought Set in Stone was going to have more of. You know,
that Maybach music was hard too. Erica
amazing.
Badu, T.I., Jadakiss. Then you got fucking
undefeated.
Kanye.
Right. Live Fast, Die Young, Super High. Like you could download in the Mac, you can downshift into Mac mode something crazy with Super High with Neo. This works all over the place.
This is his best album.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
it's got BMF and Aston Martin music. That's it.
Right. Number one, MC Hammer and BMF are the same song, but they still feel different, and that makes them amazing. Aston Martin music is another great song, All the Money in the World. And then that's it. And like that to me, you know, again, we're looking at an album that only has 11 songs on it. And this is right before streaming really takes everything over. So this is where there wasn't a financial incentive to putting together just a really great, clean, short album or like a long album. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's not surprising that I think that this is probably most people's favorite Ross album. There's no misses.
Yeah, it's clean. It's clean. It's
All
my
right,
favorite.
Let's check another super chat here. This one is from Day W. Says, Glasses, same one who said that Drake deal only $40 million and that he paid for White House promo. He just got to start showing proof.
I don't know none of that. I didn't hear any of that. Y'all got to show me that he said that. I don't think he would even say that. I don't think Glasses would say that because he knows Drake's deal was more than $40 million.
Right. I mean, you know,
man, Apple gave a nigga $20 million when they was giving the exclusives. They gave him $20 million for it to exclusively premiere on Apple. That's why the label stopped fucking doing that. I remember having a conversation with Monty because we was doing Cole had did Post Malone video. And Cole, the thing about the channel was all the videos had to debut on the channel first. And Monty was on my top. Like Monty is like the chairman of Universal Republic. He's like, do you know how much we charge for exclusives to put, like, we're not exclusively do it. I'm like, Monty, listen, man. Because we wanted the video to exclusively live on Lyrical Lemonade. At the time, Post Malone's the biggest nigga in the world. You know, it's like, and I'm telling them like Eminem did it. You know what I'm saying? That was the leverage I used. You know what I mean? Like Eminem did it. Blah, 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 you know what I mean? We got it done, but they still put the video up on his Vivo channel elsewhere, a duplicate of it. But yeah, them exclusives, they charge so much money for it. So I wouldn't think that Glasses would say that because I mean Frank Ocean got crazy money for an exclusive album on Apple. When he put out the Orange album, or that last album he put out on Def Jam.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he remember he put 2 projects out. One was the exclusively with Apple. He got a crazy bag for that. But yeah, man.
One second. My bad. I do want to say this before we move on to the next thing because we do have chart report coming up, and we'll come back to more super chats. So we're. Oh wait, I did want to get to this one. We didn't even get to this one yet. This is Shy Nose, by the way. Big shout out to Shy Nose. Says Drake can't do a fair 1v1. All the pick a side male breakup BS. Mad at Khaled for nothing. Leaked messages and lawsuits with Academics TV. It's weird AF.
Hey man, they. It's so crazy though. Like as much as we see something one way. Because I don't disagree with what she got going on, and I'm sure a lot of people in here feel that same way. It's so many people that don't feel like that. It's so many people that have a totally different point of view and perspective. So it's like it's so tough to just disregard other people's emotion on something. You know what I mean? Because what's weird to us is the norm to somebody else, and what's normal to us is weird to them. The key is of going forward and getting an understanding is to evaluate why these people think that's normal and why we feel like it's weird and try to have a conversation for growth. That's where growth comes in. You know what I mean? Because growth doesn't come from insulting someone for having a different take. Growth comes from acknowledging the tape, trying to understand it. You know, like how you guys tell me certain artists that I might have, like the guy I was talking about the Rick Ross album, and I see it one way, he sees something. We are growing because I can point out something, and then he can point something out to me. I'm like, oh, okay, damn, all right, I didn't take that into perspective instead of just being like, you dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. I understand. I understand the emotions behind it, and I understand certain things. You know, we're emotionally driven, but once you when you get insulting, you can't even grow. So academics know when Chano says weird as fuck, then when they read that, automatically in defense mode. You know what I'm saying? Instead of
Right.
getting the conversation of why do they feel like some of the things that Drake is participating in is the normal instead of it and hearing our side of what we got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Right.
just my perspective. Shout out to you, Shot Knows. I appreciate you. Keep on rocking with us. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is.
It's all happening. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. You wanna tackle some more super chats? I gotta step away for a second till we get into the.
It ain't no more.
No, there's more.
No,
There's more.
where?
There's ones in we haven't done. We haven't done. There's still like
you ain't
half.
gotta chill. You ain't gotta chill, Shot Knows. You do what you do. We ain't telling you to chill. I'm just giving you. I don't want you to chill. I want you to be you all the time. I'm just giving you some, my point of view because maybe I need to chill. I ain't right all the time. Shit, talk your talk. You don't need to chill. I respect what you got to say all the time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. You want me to do that one while you go handle your thing?
Yeah, that
I
works.
can do this right. Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay, so this one is from at ramblings dash B5 what's it? B5Y. It says, love the anger management reaction. You gotta do Up in Smoke next. Fire to see Stat Quo and D12 on the stage. People forget how many hits the Shady Era had. Definitely had a lot of hits. It was definitely nostalgic for me to actually see that. On this because I hadn't seen that in a very long time. Definitely brought back a lot of memories. Definitely was an emotional experience. And me and Justin have made the decision that um we're gonna do a lot more concerts. We're gonna do that this week. We're trying to figure out either gonna do like it was either gonna be Up in Smoke, the Pop Out, or Coachella when Dre brought out um when he brought out the Tupac hologram. But any other shows y'all want to see? Because a lot of it's some great shows. We was gonna do DMX at Woodstock when he was performing. It seemed like he was performing in front of the whole world. Um, because I don't think a lot of you don't have to actually get to see that as people reacting to shows and shit. A lot of people aren't doing that. So I definitely feel like that's something that we need to bring to the forefront. Um, because it was fantastic seeing that, man, seeing Marshall and seeing Proof. I hadn't seen Proof. Seeing all the guys from D12 and Obi, that was super dope. But what's some concerts y'all want to see? Oh yeah, Tupac. Yeah, oh that's a good one. That Death Row, the House of Blues. Hell yeah, that's definitely one we should do. You know what I mean? That was a crazy show. What's that show that it was Jay-Z and all them DMX? Jay-Z talking about how DMX was praying on the stage. What was that show? Tell somebody in the chat. Tell me which one that was. I think we should do that one too. I can't remember which one it was. But Up in Smoke that's definitely one that should be done for sure. With that's Dre. I think Up in Smoke was Dre, Exhibit, Eminem, Snoop, Ice Cube. I think Ice Cube was on that tour too. Um, Drake getting booed at Camp Flog. Oh man, that was the pop out would be crazy. I wouldn't mind doing the pop out because I didn't go to the pop out. So you know what I'm saying? So that was I think that'll be a good one. What's it say? I think rather But yeah, I didn't get to actually go to the pop out. So I only watched Kendrick's performance. I didn't even really see everybody else's. I just watched him. So I think that'll actually be dope. You know what I mean?
And I'm back.
You know I can still see you when you go away, right?
Right, yeah, you can see me walk around.
Okay.
Yeah. I can see you too when you
No,
I
I
can-
just want to let you know that because you know what I'm saying. I'm still can see you, so I don't know what you got going on.
you can see when I'm coming back. I mean, I did have a triple venti iced coffee, so I'm happy I made it this far. I'm happy I made it this far. We 2 hours and 15 minutes into the shout. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. It was pretty good. Let's see what we got next. Shout out to everybody who dropped jewels. Let's see what this one says. This one's from DayWI4J. Justin, why are we ignoring Draco? No, we didn't do this, did we?
We did?
No, we didn't do. This
shit.
is someone who was accusing us. He wanted us to go at his pace.
Okay.
So he says, Justin, why are we ignoring Draco brothers saying Drake isn't supporting his family? Just show proof. Well, we didn't ignore it, and we pointed out that what Ralphie is saying sounds different than what we've heard Glasses say.
I think there's a different context. We actually played the different videos. And you played it multiple times just to make sure people could hear it.
A bunch of times. That's funny. Shout out to David here. It says, my favorite mixtape was Cam's Purple Haze and Nas's The Nigga Tape. And we're better than the albums. Dead Prez Revolutionary, but Gangsta Grills was great too. Yeah, those are great choices too.
Yeah.
Great choices too. Who we got? We've got Celt TV says, I think Rather You Than Me was last peak Rick Ross. I have to go revisit that one. Because I don't remember that one hitting me. I'll take another listen to it. Big shout out to Dawood again. It says, Stat, your background obviously reminds of the autobiography of Malcolm X with Alex Haley. Do you guys have any book recommendations?
Well, I was doing this thing on my Instagram, and I was basically putting out books that have shaped me, and I put a bunch of them up there. But The Spook That Sat by the Door, clearly, is a book that I modeled a lot of my shit by. The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. I think every human being should read that book, even more so than 48 Laws of Power. But The Art of Seduction is really you can just see how different people throughout history has used sensuality, sexuality, and type of shit like that to get ahead in life. It's just little stuff, you know what I mean? Right. So I think that's cool. It's a bunch of books, man. I'm a book. Anything dealing with emotional intelligence, please get your hands on it. I'm an advocate. I think that should be taught in school. Think and Grow Rich. One of the first books my mama gave me. I read The Millionaire Next Door. I mean, hey, listen. Don't get me. I look like this, but I am an avid person with the books. Maybe not so much now because I'm focused on something else, but it was a time where I really was on some shit. And my last one, I'm gonna let Justin go because I know he got a list. And this is far-fetched and people probably don't know. It's a book called Equus. And it's basically about a young man's he became infatuated with a horse. And the metaphor for that shit is crazy because a lot of times as human beings, we become so obsessed with things that he started to obsess over the horse so crazy. He ended up doing some foul shit to the horse. But it's just like the things that we obsess over as human beings. And so it was a great metaphor for me. And I'm gonna let Justin go because I got 100 books. I'm not gonna keep it real. Go ahead, Justin.
I mean, I definitely co-signed Spook Who Sat by the Door. And like Stat, I've internalized that and applied that to my life in various ways. And I do think it's necessary reading for not only any black person in America, but any minority in America. I think it's necessary reading. Fantastic book all the way around. I also say the book The Game by Neil Strauss. Neil Strauss was a music writer for the LA Times and for Rolling Stone. And this book is actually a narrative journey it's an autobiographical journey of his time in a pickup artist house called Project Hollywood. The people he was around in that house, they ended up being the first to do, I don't know if anybody remembers those pickup artist shows on VH1. Those characters came from Neil's book. And so I always look at the pickup artist stuff as the beginning of the modern manosphere. So take that as you will, but it's an incredible story about a writer, a music journalist, and how he documents his own life and how he puts himself in positions to experience new things in new communities that also help him get better at his craft. Because he was a really nervous guy, and he goes into this house, into this community, and it actually strengthens his ability at his job. I thought that book is amazing. I think anybody's trying to accomplish something extraordinary, you got to go through the Seth Godin series. So his book Lynchpin, his book Tribes, these are incredible books and that just can open your mind in terms of how you structure whatever you're doing. Same thing with 37 Signals. 37 Signals is a tech company that wrote books about how they were able to maximize all of their byproducts. So while they were trying to make WordPress or whatever, I can't think of the app right now, or the platform that they built, they told you how to really help you think about how to take the other things that you accidentally make while you're making stuff and turn those things into profitable. That book was pivotal in the creation of The Breakdown, for example, because that is a byproduct. That wasn't something that was necessarily the goal. And the same thing with Culture United. That is a byproduct, you know what I'm saying? So those books, absolutely. I would say We Were 8 Years in Power by Ta-Nehisi Coates. That one is a collection of essays that he wrote for The Atlantic. I'd also say Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates, which is a letter to his son about all the challenges that he might face going into the world as a Black American man at some point in time. And I would say Ta-Nehisi's most recent book, oh my gosh, what's it called? Oh my God, what is it? The Message, which is Ta-Nehisi comparing the slavery in South Carolina to what's happening in Israel with Israel and Gaza. And so I think he is just the greatest writer of our generation. I look at him as our generation's James Baldwin. And I think everybody should read everything he has to offer. So, and if you can't even get the book, go read his essays, because those are amazing too.
And I want to say this because I'm about to come with some ignorant shit, because I'm going to start with the least ignorant, then I'm going to go with super ignorant. You need to read The Coldest Winter Ever. It's not necessarily anything like that super, that's transformative about how it's going to change your life, but it's just a good piece of work. And I think that should have been I think that should be a movie. I don't know why that has not been a movie. I don't know what's going on. I think Sister Soldier wrote that, but it's an amazing book. But on some ignorant shit, if you're trying to work in the music industry, right? You need to go read Superhead's book. It's important that you read that, because she has a chronological history of all her dealings with these different individuals. And I think reading that will make you be apprehensive about some of the moves that you decide to make when you get in this industry, so that you're not out there like that, to be in that number. So I think people getting into the industry of any kind, I think you should read Superhead's book. Because do you want to be chapter 13 in somebody's book? Do you want to be chapter 7? You know what I mean? I read that whole book on a flight from Atlanta to LA. It stuck with me. I never wanted to be chapter 6 or 7 in somebody's book. You know what I'm saying? So you asked me a question about having celebrity relationships. I didn't want to be 6 or 7. I didn't want to be, the slut bucket. I didn't want to be community ding-a-ling. You know what I'm saying? I just that was never my thing. I didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want that book taught me so much. It helped me. Shout out to her, salute to her. Because when I read that, I'm like, oh, hell no. I don't know what's true or what's not. But I just was apprehensive about who I was around, and it just made me move a lot differently. Because it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Because anybody could just talk shit about you after the fact, you know? So
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
yeah.
Word up, great question, man. I like that. All right, bet. All right, so you ready to do chart report?
If you ever ready for the BS report, we do it. We have to do it because it's part of the game. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we could, you know, if we could do it today, we could do it Thursday. Either one's open.
No,
But
let's do it because Mark's supposed to come Thursday. He's supposed to be relapsed.
we do have Mark Batson coming in. The show starts at 8 a.m. He'll be joining at 9 a.m. on Thursday. And so we're going to go into Mark Batson production, particularly his work on Eminem's Relapse. This is sort of a follow-up from last week where we reacted to the Anger Management Tour. And so, bet. All right, here we go. Chart report. Here we go. And let's go see what people are spending their money on. And when I say
that's
people,
a fact.
I mean corporations.
It did. That book did show how misogyny and you're right. Let me put that out there. Definitely misogyny is running rampant in the music industry. It's absolutely awful. She did an excellent job to point that out and the bullshit that be going on behind the scenes because shit be foul. So I want to throw that out there for sure. I ain't want to be in that number either for sure. Anyway, so go ahead. I just want to throw that out there.
Word up, starting at number 100 on the Billboard Hot 100. Hands Up, Jelly Roll, new entrant. Re-entry, Sunburn, Tucker Wetmore. Number 98, Sue Me, new entrant, Audrey Hobart. 97, Begged, Olivia Rodrigo. 96, You Plus Me Equals Love, Olivia Rodrigo. 95, No Need for Leaving, Cameron Marlowe. Number 94, California Girls, Future. Last week, 92, peak position 23, 3 weeks on the chart. I think this is probably gone next week. I'm not sure if it'll linger any longer. And this was, when this album dropped, Future's highest charting song was California Girls, if I'm not mistaken. So he started out number 23. I think this was, again, I think 23 was his highest song. Then it went to 92, and now it's at 94. So we'll see if it hangs on. Maybe someone over there at Epic, is that where he's at Epic, you know, puts a little stimmy on it. But right now, it's falling. Number 93, I'm Spent, Drake featuring Low Shimmy, re-entry. Last week, its peak position was 34. Now it's at 93, so it's back on the chart. I think this project on Habibti or no, this project is on, yes, it's on Habibti, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm incorrect about that, let me know in the chat. 92, In My Room, Julia Wolf. 91, Matadora, Carol G. New entry. What do you think about these?
So with Future, you know, he put out a tweet saying that he's basically some new music coming on the way, pretty much.
I saw that. And that, to me, is always a sign that someone realizes they dropped a dud.
Absolutely. That's exactly what that means. And then the Drake song that wasn't charting, I think Lil Shimmy put an album out, so that makes sense that it jumped up.
Okay.
That's one. He's a Drake collaborator along with Sexy Red, so that makes sense that jumped up in there. So go ahead.
Number 90, My Way, Olivia Rodrigo. Number 89, Normal, BTS. Last week, 33. This week, 89. So this one had a major tumble. Now, this, again, I think reached 33 in the first place because they just put out a new video for this song, if I'm not mistaken. And so perhaps this is the life it'll live. We'll see where it goes. 88, Freaked Out, Fat Poppy. 87, I See Why, Moneybagg Yo. Peak position 87. I was so happy to see Moneybagg Yo on Apple's new music last week. I love Moneybagg Yo. Moneybagg Yo has one of my favorite raps of all time. He says, shit be crazy, niggas mad. He said, no, shit be crazy, shit be mad, cause shit be funny. Niggas call a baby big bruh if he got some money. What be wrong with niggas? I love that song. Let's take an applause. It's so true. If somebody got money, all of a sudden it's big. Oh, big bruh. Everybody big bruh. You know, he could be older. That baby can have some cash. He is your big bruh. I love Moneybagg Yo. Hilarious. And I'm not mad at this return. I know there's been a lot of conversation about what's happening with Moneybagg Yo lately. So let's see what he has coming next, because I just think he's a fantastic rapper. And I love him lyrically speaking too. 86, South of Sanity, Zach Top. 85, Empty Word, Words, Corey Kent. 84, Less, Olivia Rodrigo. 83, What's Wrong With Me, Olivia Rodrigo and Robert Smith. 82, Swim, BTS. And 81, National Treasure. What stands out to you?
The Moneybagg Yo songs, he did this and Finesse 2 times, and that made Finesse 2 times make a record. So, Moneybagg Yo is rapping his ass off. Finesse 2 times rapping their ass off. It's gonna be. I hope they can keep it on record. I hope it doesn't end up into anything more than that. So.
And I also think Olivia Rodrigo's whatever campaign they ran is coming to a close because she is rapidly falling down the charts. I mean, and I think we pointed that out last week too. Number 80, Whisper. They better whisper my name. Drake, last week 78, peak position 3, 11 weeks on the chart. Still my favorite song from Iceman. Still is. 79, I Want You, Cody Johnson. 78, Think As You Drunk, Riley Green. 77, Bottom of Your Boots, Ella Langley. Killing it. She is still killing this. I mean, look, Bottom of Your Boots was 90 last week, and it's moving up. When we get closer to the top 10, this is Ella Langley's year, just without question. 78, Iconic by Mistake, Les Assassins, Elite, and Cat's Eye. 75, Camera, Charlie XCX, new entry. 74, Cowgirl, Shaboozie, last week 76, peak position 74, 4 weeks on the chart. 73, Maggots for Brains, Olivia Rodrigo. 72, My Body Isn't Ready, Somber. 71, Expectations, Olivia Rodrigo.
I seen an interview with K. Michelle. She was talking about Shaboozie.
He dropped a new album.
Yeah, but she was talking about that the black country artists don't want to work with each other, and he called her about her pork chops. And
Wait. He did what?
Okay, so she basically was saying that she was cooking some pork chops online. So he contacted her and told her that they was, she got the number and she was talking about it, and he was commenting on it. And but when it was time to do a record, and he sent it to him, no response. And she was like, well, when people find out you only date white women, and you only hit me about these pork chops because you trying to be culturally relevant, but that ain't really who you is. I was like, damn, she motherfuckers really get upset when they send you a song and you don't respond back or do it, which I think he should at least hit her back. If you didn't want to do the song.
We have a clip here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. I am curious to see what this looks like. I missed this. Let's see. It's on the screen. Okay.
We definitely got to take it off because you know how Breakfast Club be.
Oh, yeah. We have to do the audio only. Because they're fine with the audio never gets flagged for me. It's really the video that they take.
These things be
I watch black country singers won't work with and treat their own more fucked up than white country artists trying to understand our culture and all of that.
So you've reached out to black country singers to collab and they don't want to do it?
Oh, I have. It's only about 15 of us in the city that's really there.
Yeah.
He can get mad at me and say whatever, but Shaboozie. So when all of that happened and all of that, Shaboozie, this and that, I got it. The Nigerian singing country, I get it. Okay, what's going on? So I did. I looked at my DM and I saw, and he was like, you the gold, this and that. And I'm cooking some turkey chops and pork chops. He like, can you cook me some or whatever?
Damn, that's
give you a number. My A&R is calling saying you're looking for me, but when I text you, and I'm not a feature girl. When I text you about a feature, you don't answer back. Bitch, I don't need no feature from you because once they find out you don't like black women, it's over for you anyway. Well, I probably supposed to say that. You can cut that. Well, but I just think that's just weird. And we do each other so bad. We do each other so bad.
I think it would be different too if he gave you a reason. Like if Shaboozie said, yo, I don't want to do the record right now because of
what? But don't be texting me, calling me to go about pork chops and shit like that when you need to show urban, show that you're urban.
Yeah.
And then I didn't ask for your phone number. I didn't reach out to you. I don't ask anybody for anything. Like, don't do that. I got Dolly Parton sending me records. So I don't reach out, to me on that. And then I say something to you. I don't ever want to be the bitter artist about a record because I don't ask for a feature. I don't ask anybody.
Yeah.
But you do all of that in the midst of you needing to be urban. And you're texting me about a lot of things, and I talk to you about a record, and then you just go complete. No, I don't care that you have a hit record. I know the longevity in business, and I know you can't sing, and I know that's not what I'm supposed to
he can't
say
sing.
today.
What?
What's going on?
She sound like Stat Quo.
What's going on?
I know it's not supposed to just do that. You know how you know you fucked up? That's the minute you do your shit that's not gone there.
Wow, that's crazy.
I love K Michelle. I met K Michelle. B Cox and Jermaine Dupri introduced me to K Michelle like years ago, a long time ago. Back before anybody knew her. I think this was around the time that they was writing Confessions. That same session she came around, the Confessions remix. Last week I was in LA and I was with my ex-girlfriend. I was in the room when they wrote that song, but she had came by the session or whatever, and I met her. She was super nice. I never knew she was gonna be a country singer, but she definitely destroyed Shaboozie right there.
Yeah. She put him on Front Street in a way that I didn't even think about. You know what I'm saying? But does Shaboozie need to seem urban to you?
I mean, he's just flipping rap songs. His biggest hit was a flip. His new single, what is that? Is that Young Jock he's flipping?
I haven't heard the new one yet.
Yeah, the new one is
I
Young
gotta sit with
Jock.
them. Oh wow. You know, it's interesting because again, my time at Empire, the artist that I signed, the artist I brought over was a black country artist. His name was Willie Jones. You know, overall, I'm not in the country. I'm just really into Willie Jones. But I felt like he would, one, work well with Empire because it was a majority, quote unquote, urban label. Two, he writes lyrics like he's writing bars. Like, his songwriting is great, but then at the same time, he'll say stuff like, nothing like family, part of your anatomy, hold you down like gravity, right? That hold you down like gravity, that's not a very common country thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. That is a rap thing right there. And so we signed him, we put out his project, we put out an EP, we put out his project. And the first song, not first song, but one of the singles, probably maybe the third single, I want to say, was a song with T.I., where he flips, I want your body, need your body, don't you got me, we don't need nobody, right? So he flips it with T.I., right? So Willie Jones's career takes its, it follows its course, right? He had to leave an Empire, I think goes over to Sony, he has to work with Beyonce, et cetera. But Shaboozie at that time, I think for a period of time, maybe not that long, but I think he was sleeping on Willie's couch at a point in time. You know what I'm saying? Damn. And so Shaboozie gets signed by Empire, obviously. And they put out his music, and his first big song is Tipsy. So he flips a rap song, right? So Willie had already did it, and that song was, I guess, successful enough for Empire, at least to see an opportunity in the country space because, Willie Jones is the first face of Empire Country. They had billboards for Willie Jones, like all this stuff, right? And so that's where most of my artist label experience, like working with an artist, project managing, all that kind of stuff, was in the country space. So if I'm hearing Willie Jones is still flipping, if I'm hearing Shaboozie still flipping Willie Jones ideas, that's very disappointing to me. So I see where K Michelle coming from now.
Well, he should have dug up the file on K Michelle. She's not the type of person you don't communicate back with because when she gets in front of someone, she's going to tell it on the mountain. There's certain people like I'm gonna tell it on the mountain. Like if me and you have some of this music, I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell what happened. I'm gonna lay it out there to where it's just what it is. So I believe everything she had to say because I see how a lot of people are afraid to tell people they don't want to do something. They try to create these excuses and they just, instead of having that conversation, they'll act like it didn't happen. So you send them something, then they act like, oh, I ain't get that. Nigga, I sent you that song like 7 times. It's in your fucking email. I texted to you. And then, you know what I'm saying? You don't communicate back. You don't answer the phone. Then you see me at an event. You want to come hug me and shit. That's the type of bullshit that be happening. Or this another one. This some other sucker shit that be happening. this is why a lot of people get mad at Drake. We'll have a song together, but then you'll have a label say you can't put it out.
Wow.
Benny the Butcher, whole Drake song, that shit never came out. You think these people don't want them songs to come out? And this ain't like how it used to be, like with French Montana, even like you can stop some shit now.
Yeah.
And it'll just be living on YouTube and it's gone forever. It never came. I mean, we just saw with Isaiah Rashad and Kendrick. That song possibly could have changed, not Isaiah Rashad, but Ray Vaughn. That song could have changed Ray Vaughn's whole trajectory if it came out the right way. You got you a Kendrick Lamar feature. Maybe it was not a hit record, but it definitely would have given him more eyeballs than it did being leaked the way it did. You know what I'm saying? So in the case of Shaboozie, going back to the original thing, man, just communicate with K. Michelle. Had you spoke to her from the beginning, she wouldn't be on there blasting your ass for all the shit that you got going on. Now, on her regard, if she felt that way about him, the things that she was saying, then she probably should have never even spoke to him in the first place. Because if I felt that way about someone, then why am I talking to them anyway? So the relationship was never genuine from the giddy up. You know what I mean? Because the thing she said about him is not somebody I'm trying to be cool with. We ain't shabooing with him. We ain't
shabooing with him.
We ain't shabooing with that type of nigga. Them type of niggas we don't shaboo with.
We don't shaboo with them. We get a gong for the congregation. That's funny.
That's some of that. Yeah, that's that shabooing, huh?
That's what you're shabooing on. That's what you're shabooing on over there. I don't need to be shabooing on that. All right, so we got the 70s. We got MacArthur, Hardy, Eric Church, Ilya Gross, and Tim McGraw. 69, Carry On, Kenny Chesney. 68, Rain Me In, Sam Feder, and Olivia Dean. Not mad at that song at all. Took a listen to that this weekend. 67, Speed Demon, Justin Bieber. 66, Rubbers, Phoenix Flexin'. Last week, 58, peak position 58. 8 weeks on the chart. Help me out with this one, Stat. So is he basically running around lying about making an AI song, and since that song is successful, now he has to put himself in that bag forever? This is sort of novelty bag.
Well,
is that what's happening with him?
What he's trying to do with his new song is because it's more of his real voice.
Yeah.
He's trying to come back and save face, and it's not working out for him. You know what I'm saying? It's not work. That song sounds awful. It's not good. But it's a guy from the Bay that I want to highlight. They kind of got that vibe. His name is Rex Life Raj. And he has a song called,
big shout out to Rex Life Raj. He was also long time on Empire. Great guy too.
Dog, he has a song called Handful of Diamonds. Please do yourself a favor and play that song. He said he grew up in poverty. Now all his friends is Jews. Him and Joseph Rosenthal in the strip club throwing blues. That song is hilarious. That's basically what Old Boy was attempting to do, but this is actually Rex's real voice. So if y'all, give Rex some shine, because that song is, I've been bumping that all week. That's my joint right there. Old Rex Life, man. Dude in there getting this shit off. Shout out to Rex Life. I wish we could play it without fucking getting flagged.
And Empire is slick with theirs. They do a revenue share, and so you're like, oh, okay, 50-50. That's not bad. Then you get the first revenue hit calculation. If you made 300, they made 290.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna give you 10%. Sorry,
Exactly,
Rex. I love you, bro. We can't play you today.
Yeah, but go check that out, man. Rex, that song, Handful of Diamonds, man. That shit's hilarious. He did a great job of marketing this shit. He been rolling it out on TikTok. It's funny, man. It's hilarious.
Word up.
Very hot. Very funny.
65, Ran to Atlanta, Drake featuring Future and Molly Santana. Heard a lot about people. I give Drake a lot of credit because putting Molly Santana on there, I know that's got to be something to get mad at Stephen Victor or whoever, right? And I know her streams went crazy after that, and there was a lot of conversation about maybe another Drake stimulus package. Molly Santana might be an example of that. They just canceled that tour. Molly Santana's tour with Northwest was just canceled. And I think, again, that speaks to just the broader ecosystem we're in now. It's very difficult to be able to fill up arenas or venues off of your streaming numbers alone. Like the streaming numbers, yes, she got the assist for being on this song because it's one of the biggest songs in the country this year. Yet it's another reminder of how long they have to go because headlining a tour, even with Northwest, didn't seem to be working out.
I'm concerned about this. Maybe it's a young generation thing. I don't know if everyone is hot outside. Is it not? I mean, we're in the 100 degrees. I was outside. I mean, wherever you go right now, around America is hot. I'm seeing young people with sweatshirts on, hoodies, in this heat. The reason I'm bringing this up, I seen this is why they canceled the tour. I seen Northwest in something the equivalent of a Mickey Mouse costume walking around. I think they canceled the tour because heat. It's too hot for her to wear the clothes they got her wearing. We got to switch the outfits of that young lady because Northwest is going to dwindle away. It's too hot for me wearing them clothes she be wearing. I know she's standing out. Shout out to Kim. Shout out to Kanye. That's y'all baby. But we got to get Northwest some T-shirts and some shorts, some cooler clothes because, man, when I tell you she had on a Justin, I was like, it was so much. It was like a big old thing. You know it's hot under that. It's 100 degrees outside. And I know kids got a different temperature. You know what I'm saying? My oldest son, he be coming with the hoodie. Nigga, it's 112 degrees. Nigga, what you got a hoodie on, bro? A hoodie and a beanie in the heat. So when I seen Northwest in that, and then I saw the tour was canceling, I'm like, yeah, she's clearly suffering from the heat. She can't get up and perform in that. On them stages, it's hotter on the stage. So yeah, that's some insight. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this. I remember Ye doing the same thing. Ye was walking around with winter clothes on in July for a long time. He looked like he put a big black shiny Missy Elliott jacket on, and it's 100 degrees outside. So, I think maybe the apple doesn't fall far from the tree in that regard.
And I'm gonna say this too. I did see a Kardashian episode where Northwest ate an onion like an apple. That happened. I seen that. That was crazy. I said, "Yo, that's when I was like, you know what? That is Kanye and Kim Kardashian's daughter. She ate an onion as if it was an apple. I'm not making this up.
That's
I'm
crazy.
talking about this happened anyway. So y'all go ahead on.
That's funny.
God bless the children.
Back to chart report. 64, Motion Party, Boss Man D-Lo, last week 57, peak position 37, 20 weeks on the chart. 63, Mr. Know-It-All, Teddy Swim. 62, Willing and Able, Noel Khan. Very, very lackluster. I think my expectations are probably higher than what I received on this project. This is The Great Divide by Noah Khan, one of the 3 biggest albums of this year. Will be an Album of the Year finalist, nominee at the Grammys. You're going to hear a lot about Noah Khan. It just really isn't for me, especially as far as just sort of folk rock kind of goes. And I think Sixth Season was a stronger project last year. 61, House Tour, Sabrina Carpenter. 60, Misery, Pupsies. 59, Phone Keys, Wallet, Landy Wilson and John Mayer. 58, Hate How You Look, Josh Ross. 57, Chevy Silverado, Bailey Zimmerman. 56, Great Expectations, Sienna Spiro. 55, Kane Brown, Woman. Last week, 62, peak position 55, 16 weeks on the chart. 54, Rethink Some Things, Luke Combs. 53, Noble, Femi. 52, Too Hard for the Radio. Last week, 52, peak position 9, 11 weeks on the chart. So it stayed flat. This one stayed flat from last week. 51, Rain Dance, Dave and Thames. Last week, 53, peak position 49, 26 weeks on the chart. What do you think?
What I think is I sent you a clip because somebody requested it, and I would like for you to play it.
All right, let's see.
Just send it to you right now. Because I don't think I just be making stuff up.
We going over to Northwest. Okay.
I just want people to see this because I'm not making this up.
She's going to eat an onion like an apple. This is what she does, people. She eats veggies like apples. I love spending this time with North right now.
That's it. Get out of there. That's all we need. Get out of there. That's an onion. That is onion.
How flagged are we gonna get now for using this?
No, we're gonna cut that out. Justin, get out of there. 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 Get out of there.
Okay.
But that's an onion, Justin.
Well, we did. I think you could have taken a still. You could have taken a screenshot. Because we ended up moving on to Kim talking about some other stuff, and now we over here in Hulu territory. Hulu's owned by who again?
We gonna cut that out, y'all. Somebody said y'all gotta show that clip. I just be talking. Hey, bro, I seen that. That's a real onion.
That's true. It's a real onion.
That was an onion. Listen, bro. Cooked onions. Cooked onions. That's a certain superpower. Do you know what onions do to the breath?
I've heard rumors.
Shout out to the Cap Kardashians, man.
Word
Shout
up.
out to them. That's entertainment at its finest.
All right, hold on real quick. Now let's get
Sorry, we supposed to chart report. Back to the
chart report.
BS.
Now we talking about onions.
Somebody said it didn't happen. Somebody said the thing. I just want, you know what I'm saying? I just want to pull it up.
See,
this will be up here talking.
See, this is what happened to G. This is what happened to Glasses the other day. Someone got in the chat, started talking to him. Next thing you know, now we're in a whole nother timeline. Okay. This is exactly how things happen like this. No, I'm joking.
But that was on TikTok, by the way, so you probably won't get flagged for that.
I mean, well, let's hope. Like,
we're gonna delete it anyway.
Thoughts are physical. Yeah. This is how how things be. Thoughts are physical. We'll see how it happens. We'll just delete it if it does, and if it doesn't, hey, we got to see Northwest eating the onion.
Justin, have you ever seen somebody eat an onion like that?
Yes, I have.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
I mean, people throughout life.
Really?
Yeah.
I fell out of my chair when I seen that.
All right, where we at now? Okay, 50. Top 50. Morning Dew, Beyonce. Last week, 42, P position 26, 4 weeks on the chart. 49, Honeybee, Olivia Rodrigo. 48, I Love It, Bella K. 47, Chicago, Michael Jackson. Last week, 44, peak position 26, 10 weeks on the chart. 46, Something to Lose, Stella Lefty and Vincent Mason. 45, Bloodstream, Alyssa Grace. Last week, 67, peak position 45, 4 weeks on the chart. That one's falling fast. 44, Get a Love Story, Baby Chief, Do It. Last week, 49, peak position 44, 4 weeks on the chart. Moving up. Baby Chief Do It does a good job of creating a jam. I can say that.
He got a record.
He does. 43, Doors, Noah Kahan. Noah Khan. I always want to say Noah Kahan. Doors, Noah Khan. 42, Pop That Thing to Baby. Last week, 43, P position 26, 26 weeks on the chart. 26 weeks on the chart. Is the baby back?
Shit. Hey, shout out to him for coming. You make a record, you can live your life, right?
I mean, this is, I would consider this a record because it's been between 20 and 40 for 26 weeks. That's half the year.
Yeah.
Half the year this thing is hanging around.
He's getting booked.
He's doing shows. I mean, he's not back in the top 10. He's not putting up number ones. The baby got, 4 number one songs? But after what the baby put himself through, the level of self-sabotage my brother from Charlotte, from the QC, from the Foe, put himself through, I didn't think I'd ever see him hang on the charts from the 26 to 43 for 26 weeks. 26 weeks.
And that song and the Baby Chiefs Do It song, they kind of in a similar mode, kind of like that whole Boss Man D-Lo vibe too. I would say that's a Florida kind of vibe. Those pockets that they in. So like Boss Man D-Lo is kind of like ushering that in, bringing that old nostalgic, and then you clap like a clap, and then that kind of dancey, which is it's refreshing. A little dance music, have a good time.
Right.
Summertime.
Let's give him a gong and explosion. I'm gonna figure out something in here. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm good with stuff like that. All right. 41, Hit the Wall, Gracie Abrams. Last week, 26, P position 26, 11 weeks on the chart. 40, Mexico Honey, Casey Musgraves. 39, Don't Tell on Me, Jason Aldean. 38, E85, Don Tolliver. Last week, 39, P position 15, 26 weeks on the chart. You know, this is one of my favorite albums this year. I talk about it all the time, Octane by Don Toliver. I mean, E85 is the first song on the album, so I guess I'm sure that plays to its advantage to some degree, and obviously there's marketing dollars behind this. I'm just surprised that this is the stickiest song.
Me too.
I thought Body to me is just...
I thought Body too.
This one, I mean, it's winning out here, so shout out Don Toliver.
For sure.
37, Self-Aware, Temper City. 36, Fever Dream, Alex Warren. 35, Freaking Out, Dexter and the Moon Rocks. 34, Orbiter, Noah Khan, best song on the album. Anybody who wants to check out The Great Divide by Noah Khan, I suggest this song. This one and the Porch song. 33, American Girls, Harry Styles. 32, Wonderwall, Oasis. Still hanging around from the World Cup. This was the UK's theme song. It's going up last week, 29, peak position 8, 23 weeks on the chart. 31, Loving Life Again, Ella Langley. Going to see a whole lot of her between here and the beginning. 30, Cinderella, Mac Miller featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Last week, 30, peak position 25, 12 weeks on the chart. So we have Cinderella, we have DaBaby, we have Bossman D-Lo, we have Baby Chief Do It, we have Drake, we have Dave and Thames. So
and Moneybagg Yo.
And Moneybagg Yo. So that's 7. We added. We went up. We went up. Okay. So we're doing all right. 29, What You Need, Thames, last week 32, peak position 29, 19 weeks on the chart. 28, Homewrecker, Somber, last week 28, peak position 15, 25 weeks on the chart. 27, Shebang, last week 27, peak position 4, 11 weeks on the chart. So it stayed flat. 26, The Cure, Olivia Rodrigo. 25, Baby Doll, Dominic Fike. 24, Animal, Cat's-Eye, new entry. We'll see how sticky this song is from one of the stickiest bands that's out right now. 23, Stateside, Pink Pantheress with Zara Larsson. Last week, 21, peak position 6, 30 weeks on the chart. What'd you call her last week?
I forgot.
What you said. Let's remind us in the chat what Stat said about Pink Pantheress last week, because I thought it was funny. 22, Earrings, Malcolm Todd, and 21, Spend That, Young Miami. So we have, I think the peak for this has been 17. It's gone 17, 19, 20, and 21. So
I thought she was gonna go. I thought she was gonna get the top 10, but I guess it ain't in the cards.
Yeah. Do you think that there's a possibility that there are perhaps forces working against her?
Nah, I just think it blew really quick, and then it's coming down fast. You know, it's not sustaining. So I think some people are resenting the record too.
Well, that's what I mean. I think there's some resentment possibly with that.
Yeah.
Also, you know, this is Uptown Records, you know, perhaps. I am just doing my part to report on the conspiracies that seem to exist in every super fandom. And so I'm sure there's some Young Miami super fans out there that are getting conspiratorial now. But still, to me, this is the most organic rap song we've seen all year.
Yeah, I agree.
20, Die FIFA World Cup official song, Shakira and Burna Boy. I've come across their performance at the World Cup several times now in my timeline. Burna Boy is so funny with because Shakira is dancing immaculately. She is dancing her heart out the whole thing. And Burna Boy, you could tell he has a different pocket. He has a different bop. And so he's doing his thing, but half the time he's not even doing the thing. You know what I mean? It's funny. It's a great song. But every time I see this, I see their performance.
Do you think they have extracurriculars? Just the way that she embraced them. I think do you think they have a relationship outside of that song?
I can't tell. I can't tell through a screen. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And they're both from two different cultures than I'm from. They might just be from places that greet each other like that. I don't know.
You know, it's great if they did get together. Imagine the different food they get to try from each other's cultures. You know,
right?
They just
Right.
They can have a whole smorgasbord of different shit. You know,
Right.
What's the African food that they eat with the hands? What's that shit called?
Fufu.
I've never had it. I want to try that.
There's a few things. I mean, there's a few foods that people eat with their hands, but fufu's the one that's
the one you hit it right on the head. That's the one.
Yeah, my mom's friend. My mom had a really close friend. Shout out to Miss Fifi. Her name was Miss Fifi, and she was from. Can't remember where she was from, but she was a good close friend of my mom, and so she would bring it by the house, and that was the only time I won't say I had it regularly, but I probably had it biannually. You know what I'm saying? 19, Be By You, Luke Combs. 18, Dead Fresh, Lil Baby. Last week, 18, P position 18, 2 weeks on the chart. Did Andre G? I think I saw Andre G do a report. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was someone else that I'm not, and I'm miscrediting. But I know someone I respect did a report on this song. And they pointed out they called Dead Fresh a fresh reset for Lil Baby.
Man, listen, Pharrell he's one of the best at getting you a record when people think it's over with for you. I mean, people didn't expect T.I. to come with a hit. I mean, T.I. been working with Pharrell his for his career, but Pharrell came with a record with T.I. They made it on the boat. That was a song. That's a real song.
Yeah.
And this Dead Fresh is 18. It's almost about to pass. If it go to 16, that's past what Spin That did. I don't think this song is as impactful, which is crazy. I don't know what's going on.
I don't see this song anywhere. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Like I don't feel this one. I feel Spin That. We played this on our Thursday night show.
Yeah,
the dead night it dropped. And so
yeah.
17, Don't We? Ilya Gross. 16, Midnight Sun, Zara Larson. 15, Stupid Song, Olivia Rodrigo. 14, Janice Shut the F Up, Drake. Last week, 13, P position 1, 11 weeks on the chart. Did you see this soccer player take a picture with Jay-Z? You see a conversation around this?
Yeah, then he had a Drake song playing and then he took it out or something.
Yeah, I thought that was actually pretty funny.
Why he can't play Drake and be in the same room with Jay-Z?
Look, I don't know if it's a real thing, if it's a made-up thing. I'm not even sure. But Vinicius Jr., who I'm not familiar with, posts a photo with Jay-Z and uses Janice by Drake on the Instagram post. Moments later, he gets the call and quickly changes it to Jay-Z. Now, this is Keepsake Solid's framing of this, but it seemed like it was true. So I don't know if he was trolling and hoved in like the troll, or
maybe he did. Maybe a lot of times the artists have nothing to do with it. Maybe it's somebody around Jay called and made him do that. I don't think Jay-Z was like, "Hey man, take that song off." I just don't even see that. Maybe somebody that was around Jay made him do that though.
Right.
I don't know these people, man. So like, who knows how petty motherfuckers be? I'm gonna give a damn what song somebody put up in a picture with me. I don't give a fuck.
Right. I mean, if someone put up a picture with someone that you are actively in conflict with, that wouldn't, or at least take Hov and Drake out of it. If someone put a picture of y'all up and they use music from someone you were in conflict with, you still wouldn't care?
Well, that's somebody I shouldn't have took a picture with. So I would blame myself, not the person that put it up there. I always,
great.
I never.
That one deserves that's a gong right there. That deserves a gong right there.
I don't take the blame off of. I don't put the blame on somebody else. I have to put that on myself. So if I'm taking a picture with somebody that I know that would troll me like that, then I have to accept the consequences because I knew that was a possibility. But anybody that fuck with me, like if I see somebody in the street, they're like, "Man, I love the Third Verse podcast." We take a picture. I don't think they're gonna go home and put on the theme song to some podcast that hate our guts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think they're gonna put us in a good light. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Word. Okay. Back to Billboard. 13, Olivia Rodrigo, Drop Dead. 12, I Just Might, Bruno Mars. 11, Risk It All, Bruno Mars. He has another one, 2 in the top 20 right now. 10, Olivia Dean. Last week, 9, P position 2, 49 weeks on the chart, coming up on a year. For Olivia Dean. 9, Be Her, Ella Langley. Last week, 8, P position 2, 24 weeks on the chart. Number 8, Hate That I Made You Love Me, Ariana Grande. Last week, 5, P position 1, 9 weeks on the chart. 7, So Easy to Fall in Love, Olivia Dean. Last week, 7, P position 5, 44 weeks on the chart. Number 6, Dracula, Tame Impala, and Jenny. Last week, 6, P position 5, 44 weeks on the chart. 5, Boston by Stella Lefty. Last week, 3, P position 3, 17 weeks on the chart. Number 4, I Can't Love You Anymore, Ella Langley and Ilya Gross. Last week, 4, P position 4, 14 weeks on the chart. Number 3, I Knew It, I Knew You, Taylor Swift. Last week, 2, P position 1, 8 weeks on the chart. Number 2, new entrant, Been By Now, Ilya Gross. And number 1, Choosing Texas, Ella Langley. Last week, 1, P position 1, 44 weeks on the chart.
You know,
so Ella Langley right now is still 30% of the top one, the top 10, by the way.
So you know, Uzi did a surprise release, Lil Uzi, and none of his shit made the. When did that come out?
Well, he had that one. He had the one song in the charts earlier this year.
No, he just did a whole surprise release album.
Right.
And I'm like, none of them songs made it. That's crazy. Even the top 100.
Well, we'll see next week. I mean, it looks like it happened 3 days ago, right?
But okay, so if Playboy Cardi put out an album 3 days ago, we would see it on here, right? You think? In it?
No, because the tracking week starts on Friday.
Okay, cool. Okay,
so
next
we'll
week.
have to see what it is next week. But I haven't. Have you seen the track list? Have you seen the track list to his project?
I listened to the album.
He had a song that was on the charts already. I'm pretty sure that this song might.
Yeah, I listened to it. I try to stay in tune with what's going on with the over there. Try to stay locked in, you know. Shout out to Uzi, man.
This is the Maverick Almost Forever EP. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Let's see. Huh. All right, yeah, I'll take a listen to this. Let's see what it is. Let us know in the chat if you rock with the new Uzi project.
I'm not saying I rock with it. I'm just saying I listen to it. Don't do that. I just listened.
Why you act like I
do? That's that journalism shit Justin just did right there. Y'all gonna fucking be on me, man. Stat like this and he don't like Rick Ross. Fuck this nigga. Don't do that, Justin. I'm just saying I listened to it. That's all. I don't know. I ain't got no, this dude here. Justin to have you hemmed up out here, man.
Yeah. Wow.
You mean to tell me you talk about ASAP, nigga, and you got this damn Uzi rocking, nigga?
I think it's hilarious that you reacted as if I slandered you by saying you rock with it.
Man, I just gotta
You're like, don't slander me like that. Don't put that on my jacket.
You gotta get it right, man. You gotta put it out there.
We are in the Billboard 200 now. We always take a look at the top 20, but let's see if there's any other big projects that were talked about this year and where they might be ranked. I just searched for J. Cole. I don't see the fall off on here right now. Let's see if we just do Cole. Yeah, so we only have Forest Hills Drive on here, which is crazy to me because his tour seems to be doing so well. Like I look at these images, I look at these clips that are coming out, and he is killing these crowds. You know what I mean? He just left New York. So I don't know what's happening with that, but that's surprising to see because, again, I understand people have had their critiques of the album. I'm one of those people. I think that all the things we've talked about, especially in our last Thursday piece, looking at everybody's albums after the battle, I think all those things are on the table or at play to some degree. I'm just not used to artists, especially as big as Cole, going on big tours. I mean, he just did The Garden and Barclays in this past week. Perhaps we'll see that next week. But we saw that album jump back on the charts last week. And so this week it fell off the charts. Maybe there was a week off in his tour. So I'm not sure, but I'm surprised to see that. Even like, oh, sorry, keep going.
I think it's more the nostalgia of it. He doesn't tour a lot, so people, he's that type of artist you want to go out and see because he's the kind of person that be like, you know what, I'm done touring, and then what, And he's one of our greats. So I see why it's crowded, why people want to go out and see him. He's a phenomenal talent, and regardless of what you think of this last album or his behavior in the battle, he's had an exceptional career. So 100%. He's definitely worth being celebrated, and I think people should definitely go pay to watch him perform.
Me too.
I personally like to watch it on the phone as I like to watch all these people perform. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Stevie Wonder get me out the house. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna see Stat at the Hove show.
Not at all. Not happening.
Also, just a quick check for Tyler, the Creator. A$AP Rocky, Don't Be Dumb doesn't look like it's on the charts right now as well. And let's go into the top 20. But let's see where Future is. He might still be in the top 20. What was it called? And the real, still in the top 20. Cool, perfect. All right, so number 20, Visitor, Sienna Spiro. 19, Debbie T.R. Mas Photos, Bad Bunny. 18, SOS SZA, still killing it. Last week, 16, Peak position 1, 190 weeks on the chart. Number 17, Diamond Collection, Il Yuck Gross. Number 16, Dangerous, the double album, Il Yuck Gross. Number 15, Airang, BTS.
Oh, they got Future. They got Future.
Yeah. 14, The Daughter from Hell, Gracie Abrams. 13, new entry, Reality Awaits, The Strokes. Number 12, Future, The Real Me. Last week, 7, peak position 1, 3 weeks on the chart. Number 11, number 1's Michael Jackson. Last week, 13, peak position 6, 248 weeks on the chart. Number 10, Sixth Season, Noah Khan. Number 9, The Art of Loving, Olivia Dean. Number 8, Thriller. Last week, 8, peak position 1, 729 weeks on the chart. Number 7, One Thing at a Time, Il Yuck Gross. Number 6, Iceman. Last week, 6, peak position 1, 11 weeks on the chart. Number 5, The Great Divide, Noah Khan. Number 4, Dandelion, Ella Langley. Number 3, Music, Fashion, Film, Charlie XCX, new entry. Number 2, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love, Olivia Rodrigo. And number 1, I'm the Problem. Yes, you are. So yeah, that is this week's chart report.
Oh, DJ did. He was just on the...
DJ was here?
Yeah, he was at the bottom. He did.
Oh, I ain't say, you saw him down there, you ain't let him up. Why you do DJ like that?
I don't know how to do that.
You got the back end, you got the access. Now you got to do is tap where it says, you just tap like this. Next time you see him, you go like this. Tap.
So tap on his thing?
If you see him down there, yeah, you can just tap and invite him up.
Yeah, I didn't even know how to, bro, you know, this is me, dog. You know I don't fucking know. I'm barely even operating on this. I'm sure people watching this right now, when is that shit gonna fuck up? This is the first time that my shit ain't just go off. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Like, my shit I'm terrible with this technology shit. I'm the wrong one. I just text him and see where he go.
You want to close out with these super chats?
Absolutely.
All right. Cell TV 2500. Apple of My Eyes, Santorini, Greece, Birdman, Dis are on that album.
Santorini, Greece. Shout out to this producer that did that. His name's Bink. Oh, there you go. There you go, DJ. Get him in there.
It's right here. DJ, what's up, brother?
What's up, guys?
We got the applause and the explosion and the gong. Word up, man. What's going on?
Shit, man. Did I miss the thing? Did we going with the goatee? Is this a thing that we got going?
You know,
I didn't even notice when I was waiting a minute ago, and now I'm looking. I'm like, wait, what did I miss?
You gotta keep people.
I wasn't expecting it. I didn't get it. I didn't get the email or anything. I don't know what.
You got to keep people askew sometimes. You know what I mean?
I was caught off guard. I wasn't prepared.
Yeah, there you go. And so there's success. We'll do that again because that was successful.
Oh my god!
Did you put DJ in the middle to kind of like make an Oreo here? Is that what's going on?
You know, I try to just to have like a balance of shades at all times.
I see what's going on.
Right.
Yo, DJ, do people tell you wear the same clothes all the time because you wear a black T-shirt every day?
I mean, it's been 20 years, so yeah, I guess
that's
people
what I'm saying. Me too.
People have caught on. You remember?
People have caught on.
You know? Did you know me in the white T-shirt days? Because I used to only wear white. I wore only
when
white.
Was that? What year? Because 2009.
No,
2000. No. Before that,
2009. You're an idiot. We met in 2003. But yeah, but your rap career was like over by 2009, wasn't it? But
oh god, cold-blooded.
Why do I be fucking shit up like that? I definitely met DJ like 2003. That's crazy.
But I did, and we used to go to the same Italian restaurant every day for lunch when I would leave Interscope. You went there a million times to Frito Misto. And literally, I used to buy 5 for $20 at Foot Locker religiously. It was Air Force Ones, 5 for $20 at Foot Locker. It was so easy for me. I literally spilled marinara sauce on my shirt 2 days in a row, and I realized that white T-shirts weren't the way to go, and I started wearing black the next day. It was probably 2000. Yes. I probably didn't know you yet. Probably 2002, and it's never changed. It's been 25 years. I was like,
so 03 is when we met. You was wearing black T-shirts
today anymore, but it literally, like, if you look at like the old school, like the early Eminem, early Black Eyed, all the early photos, I have white T-shirts on.
Hey, Justin. Fun fact. I think I told you about this. When me and DJ went to that. I'm gonna say it again because people. It's probably on the show that we didn't release. Me and DJ went to eat at that Italian restaurant called Frito Mista.
Okay.
And I literally almost died there choking on lettuce.
Yep.
I'm sitting there talking.
Wow.
I'm sitting
That's
there
crazy.
talking. DJ's talking, and he's like, "Dude, you're turning purple."
Yeah.
And I'm pretty black, so turning purple is some shit. I drove myself to the emergency room, so the lettuce had got on my throat. It was laid down flat to where I couldn't breathe. And literally, you know what they gave me to get rid of it? A cup of water. Somehow the water at the restaurant with me and DJ wasn't working.
Yeah.
But the water at the UCLA emergency room worked. And I ended up spending
I didn't know what he was doing. He was gone. And then he like called me and said he was at like the fucking hospital and they cured him with H2O.
Nah, it was like $3,000 for a cup of water this big. So they charged me for that. Anyway, yeah, that's
crazy.
But yeah, DJ in his black t-shirt back to that.
One of my favorite things about Stat is he absolutely hates the happy birthday song. It's like literally like his kryptonite in life.
Yeah.
And I happened to make sure he was sitting in the corner of that restaurant where he could not get out, and they brought out a cake. It was one of the greatest moments of my just watching it. Like I thought he was
crying.
The glass window. He almost like really put his head through the window to try to get out the door. I didn't realize phobia was like
I was crying tears. You hear DJ saying he's crying.
I was like, I didn't know he was going to be that sad. Like I was like, I thought he would be mad. The point was mad.
Right.
Yeah, like it was like I was caught off guard.
Yeah.
I was crying. Justin, legitimately tears coming down my face. He couldn't believe it.
I'm starting to understand it now. You know what I mean? We had the point when it was Lil's birthday on here, and you're like, you know, that's not your song. You'll leave the room. And then you talked about it recently, and you were talking about how like, yeah, that's like a traumatic song.
Yeah,
and now I got an example of what the last time you heard it. Oh man,
he
crying real tears. And
wow.
I think it was Janai that was holding me as I was crying.
Like not letting you. Yeah, like people were like. It was like we didn't understand. Like I still don't really understand it, but yeah, it was like we expected it to be him like pissed and like throwing bread at us, but instead it turned into like you know. I was like,
oh, this is what this is. Yeah. I was like, oh, I get it now.
Therapist. Get the therapist. Janai is going to be a therapist now, so she was already
she was there with her. She was trying to make sure she locked in a client a quarter century in advance.
Wow.
Exactly.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
But yeah.
You guys want to do another super chat?
Yes.
Go crazy. Sorry, I missed it today. As usual, I've been crazy slammed, like insane. But I enjoy hanging out with you idiots way more. But so I'm here.
Hey, you're always welcome. You're always here. We probably should give you the back end access to the platform. That way you can just come in whenever you're here. Because Stat's just getting used to it now.
It's awesome, DJ.
Yeah, when he said, "Where did you go?" I didn't even know he could see me. I thought only you could see me. So I was like,
right, yeah. So he could see the full dashboard. Yeah. Fan Thomas Fanto says a great book recommendation is Miles Davis Autobio. I haven't read that one. I'll take a look at that one. Do you have a book recommendation?
Miles Davis.
Do you have a book recommendation for the Third Versicans, DJ? We were asked earlier to give our favorite books.
I mean, I personally think everybody, like, if you care about the music and seeing how everything has shifted in the last 25 years, I mean, I'm biased because he's my guy, but I would read The Tanning of America by Steve Stout. Like, that Steve Stout biography, because that book is just a very, like, telling, and it's something that we were all kind of a part of in one way or another, like, just, like, how it's all shifted. So, I think.
Yeah,
that's a dope book. I forgot Steve. Damn, that book is
like that's where I would. I mean, it's a little biased and a little blindsided, but I'm sure I'll have a few more if you want to ask me again next week. But I always suggest that just because he's somebody that influenced my life in a lot of ways. So just, you know,
we should have on here Steve Stout.
Yeah, that's a good one.
About one.
Great. All he keeps talking about, all he wants to talk about is golf against Kevin Hart and LeBron James these days. But and he's another one of these guys with one of these half-ass swings that like. Act like he's good now. So
I'm not sure if I did it on this show or on Culture United or somewhere else, but I've recommended the Tanning of America too, and that is DJ's right. It's an incredible book that really gives you a look at hip hop and hip hop culture's transition into Madison Avenue, and not only Steve Stout how pivotal he was, but the case studies were just fantastic throughout the book. You know what I mean? And like my one of the places I wrote for was the tanningofamerica.com when that book came out, and so he launched a blog to help promote it and those kind of things. So just even seeing the world through that lens, beneficial for everybody. Let's see.
Definitely got to have Steve on. That's just another example. Yeah.
Celt TV 2500. Hey, Stat and Justin, I've been reading Beloved by Toni Morrison. Any book recommendations? I think we did that, but thank you for adding Beloved in there. I think that's another one people should read. Tim Dellin says, Stat, please tell us the story of recording Spend Some Time. Did you all record together? How did you feel about the concept?
I got the beat. And I remember my first thought was, damn, I'm getting on a love song with Eminem. I didn't know everybody was going to be on the record. I didn't know everybody was going to be on there because I didn't have it. I just got the beat and the hook. And I laid my verse. I think I laid that verse at Dark Studio in Atlanta, which is DJ knows that.
Of course.
And I laid it there. And then I think, did I go to Detroit? And I think I might have went to Detroit because when I laid the verse, he wanted me to come up there to record it. So I went to Detroit to actually record the verse. And that's when I learned he had me stack my vocals 3 times. And then I stacked my vocals 3 times, and then I stacked my ad-libs separate. So I probably had about 9 vocal tracks, which was a lot for me at the time. But I learned that M is a Drake trick too. They like to spread the verse out to 3 speakers. So you got left, right, and center. So he had the main verse spread across all the shit. It made it sound bigger. So I think that was that's something that Dre liked to do. It's a Dre trick. So give y'all some insight on the recording or whatever.
Word up. That's dope. That's dope. Shout out to Ms. Hummus. Word up. Thanks for checking the show. She says, Taj, thank you, Stat, for your generous dono Friday.
Yeah, she had a panel. It was the sisters up there. I had to represent for us, threw that out there. This is a bunch, they was up there chopping it up, talking about me using the bathroom on myself in the Burger King. So I had to show love. Shout out to Miss Hummus.
Y'all saw there's a couple. It looks like they did a couple reactions to your bowel movements on the show.
Yeah, you got it. I got it. Okay. I might have should have held that story, but it's gonna be on my resume. I didn't even think about that. If somebody diss me now, they're gonna put that in a diss track. You talking about you gonna hold me back? You can't hold your, you can't hold your crack.
Oh my gosh. Diamond says, hey, Third Versicans, Justin, love the switch up with the face fuzz. You're grown now. I did it. I finally did it. I finally did it.
So you haven't cut this either.
No, but that's see, you guys are seeing how my body doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like hair just doesn't grow all the way in. It doesn't.
Nothing's coming down here.
Nope. I mean, well, there is something coming down here. It's just stopped. And this is where it goes, So this is why I end up shaving most of the time because I can't even experiment.
I don't want to get too much into your personals.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Armpits, though?
Almost no hair, most of my body. Look, I barely have eyebrows. You know what I mean? Like,
armpits?
Legitimately.
That's an album title. I barely have eyebrows.
I barely have eyebrows. Yeah.
I think that's. I barely have eyebrows, or an autobiography.
It's crazy. It's crazy the things that you just get used to that you realize you have or you don't have until something happens. And I didn't realize I had eyebrows until I went to a friend of mine's house in 9th grade, and we had the Purple Tape and East 99. And we were going back and forth listening to him. And his older brother came in the room, sitting down, breaking stuff down, and he looked at me like this. And he squinted, he got closer, and he was like, where the fuck are your eyebrows? And I was like, oh shit, I don't have eyebrows. That's how I learned that my eyebrows were as faint as they are. So, if my eyebrows ain't doing the work, that is a trend. Arms, armpits, legs.
Were you at the holiday part at my parents' house for the holidays when Barry shaved his eyebrow?
Yes.
And we just looked at him, and like he walked in, and Jamie, when he goes, "You realize Barry doesn't have eyebrows?" And it was like that's all that made me think of. I was like, Stat was there. It was literally insane. Me telling
That's funny.
Like it's a made believe story, except there was enough people there to prove that I'm not.
Yeah, right. So, well, I feel his pain. Shout out to Blue Slides 24. Y'all listen to the new Juicy J spoken word album. I haven't heard it yet, but I do like artists in our space evolving and experimenting with other artists. We've seen that with Mad Skills. He's been able to win multiple Grammys doing spoken word. So I'm happy to see that Juicy's over there too.
Juicy did a jazz album too for everyone. I didn't hear the spoken word one, but I definitely heard the jazz one. Juicy's out doing his thing. He's killing it, man. Still, and he did an album with what's my guy? The rapper, the T,
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
I can't think of it right now. But we were just talking about this last week.
Some scissor, Project Pat. Yeah, they got an album together.
Right.
Look, it took DJ to tell us who that is. Like, we need to be ashamed of ourselves.
Project. Yeah, he's right there. And we were just talking about that last week on the last, probably on Thursday episode.
Sure it was him. I just had to like. Go.
Yeah. Shout out to Shores, member for a month. We appreciate you, man. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the applause with the explosion and the gong. Pow.
Boom.
Shout out to all the jewels, everyone dropping jewels in the chats. We can't see them when they happen on our end, but thank you so much for them. Examine it says, when's the merch coming?
Okay, so we are trying to we working on it. We're trying to figure out what the hell we're gonna put on the back of it, because it's gonna say, okay, so the t-shirts, right? It's just gonna say third verse and then some on the sleeve, but I think the hoodie should have the get out of there or poo pow pee or some on the back or stat the 5'9". I know that's the one DJ wants. But
I'm just talking about like things that are universal worldwide.
Without being disrespectful.
What about without being disrespectful?
So tell me this. Let's have this conversation right here live in front of everybody. So I was gonna do like 40 t-shirts and 20 hoodies. Because what you don't want to do is get a bunch of shit and no one buys it. And then if people buy it, then we can go back and do more. What you think?
Well, Divine Eternally says, don't forget about the tank tops, which makes me think we should maybe have something women can wear or something more, at least a women option.
I'm with it. I seen, who is this? Somebody had a whole tight suit for girls. But tank tops, we got to figure out what's the nice shirt, like a tank top. I guess a woman style tank top would be dope.
Right. But also, I think this really depends on if we decide to print these on our own or if we're gonna go through a service. We have to look at the pricing on it.
No, so with what's that shit? Shopify. They're asking for a whole bunch of crazy ass paperwork that I'm trying to find. So that's why I was like, well, I'll just do it myself. Go to one of these spots down here, DTLA, in the time being to get it done. I know DJ's wife is incredible with the merch. We just have her do it real quick. You know what I'm saying? If that's
like on the fly, just anything stupid you say, I could have that shirt on in a minute.
She made Stat the 5'9" in 2 minutes. DJ came on the stream just to fucking wear that dumbass shirt. So maybe I'll talk to her when we get off the stream and see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? Or she might not. She might be scarred for the last time she did merch with me. We got in an argument at DJ's parents' house. She might not want to mention me and merch ever again. I'm the first person in history to turn DJ's parents' house into a black family reunion. I brought the toxicity to a white. I think it was Christmas or whatever it was. I brought the toxicity to DJ's house. DJ left the room. The next thing you know, she's running out of the room crying. Like, me and her yelling at each other. It was Christmas.
Word up. Where we at? All right.
Hey, yo. I want to get a dad hat, DJ. We should do dad hats. You should make those anyway. Your daughter made those?
Talking about it. I get asked 10 times a day. It's so crazy. Where'd you get it? Where'd you buy it? And I say,
what are you doing?
4-year-old made it.
Show the back of that hat, because that's why I like it, because it got the different colors on it. Look at that.
Oh, it's dope. Yeah, it's fresh.
That is dope.
I mean, we could probably just use that as a print, like as a copy.
DJ, what's going on right now?
I don't know if we can put the Mickey Mouse on it, but
yeah, no,
should be fine.
obviously you kill that. I mean, that was just design she had. She wasn't selling hers. That wasn't in my 4-year-old's plan when she made it.
That should be sold for mass consumption.
Yeah, no, it definitely feels like a no-brainer. It feels like something you buy at Kitson for like $200 in LA and be like, think you got a good deal. But yeah, no, for sure, I get it. But yeah, every airport I go to, it's like, where'd you buy that? Where'd you get it? And people just call me Dad now when I walk down the street. It was like, hey, Dad, like random people crossing the street.
That's
dope. That's dope.
That's dope.
I like that. Dawood says, I am in the mood for questions today. What's the best rap year in terms of number of quality albums released for each decade, including this decade? That's right. Each decade, that sounds like homework.
96.
That's like Banter on the fly is crazy.
Yeah, off the fly.
Crazy. Off the flies. That's what was that year with Chronic and the Eminem shit dropped that damn the same. Was that 2000 or 99?
That's 2001.
They were different albums though. Chronic 2001 dropped in 99.
Okay, when did Eminem drop? Is that 98?
LP was 99, but Marshall Mathers was 2000. Eminem show was 2000.
Oh yeah, Marshall Mathers LP was 2000.
Marshall Mathers LP was May of 2000.
Right.
Some Shady February of 99. Dre was November of 99. Eminem show was it 2001 or 2002? I can't. I think it was 2000. And then
50 came out in 03.
February 06, 2003.
Damn.
I was at Mardi Gras. That's where I got my copy.
In a pretty decent run those few years.
Yeah.
It was so dumb.
Pretty
I
decent.
remember the dates. I literally remember the dates. Like that's how like it was so iron. And I was a kid. I mean, like.
And Justin, this is what makes me and his argument this weekend so stupid, because he said he don't like domination. He was a part of one of the most dominant shits in hip hop history. He loved domination.
It's like having a conversation with somebody like Stat literally, and everybody's watched this. He loses arguments with himself because he argues both sides of the same argument at the same time. It's literally exhausting. Like he talks about how much he hates everybody and doesn't hate anybody at the same time. Like he does. Like he literally says both things without taking a breath. Like I didn't say I hate domination. That is not what I said. I hate no competition. You said they had no competition. What are you talking about? Other labels, they might have been number one, but there were other incredible labels at the same time. Bad Boy was incredible. There were other incredible labels.
The Brewers are incredible.
Multiple domination is great. One team dominating everything in a monopoly is not great for business. That's all I'm saying.
They lost 4 games straight, DJ. They're not
absolutely
dominant.
Nothing. August baseball. The Mets won 4 games straight last week. What does that mean? They better than the Dodgers now?
They playing better than the Dodgers.
Not anymore. They've now lost a bunch of stuff. But yeah, those days, I mean, 03, I'm trying to think. 03 was 05, like, I mean, all those years, like, they were all so close. The J albums fit in, Elite jumps in, Ludacris jumps, like, all those things at that point were crazy. X was probably a little earlier, 99 or 2000, the double 2 years.
I thought 96 was crazy. When did Reasonable Doubt come out? Was that 96? That was 96.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's 30 years. Well, of course it was 96. We're 30th anniversary shows are right now.
Yeah, 96.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking how many albums we had to put out early because they leaked, and the albums came out on Thursdays or Fridays, like 50, and we just had to keep doing it because it was like just crazy. It's such a different.
As soon as them albums went to the manufacturer, it was guaranteed that they was going to leak.
We were flying them like handcuffed, like the guys in Vegas walking the thousands in the millions in the briefcases across the street. Like that shit was nuts. Like that was just a different planet.
Obi Trice, he went platinum.
What year did that drop? Was that 2003?
Oh, gotcha. I played that album cover to cover 2 days ago.
I love that album.
Randomly, Cheers, I played like one record came on. And like it came on my playlist.
I can't believe you weren't here last Thursday night when we
well, when you did I got very late notice of that you were gonna do like Stat Quo rapping on live or whatever on TV
in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I was like, this is like, I feel like I was set up. It was like Stat's version of me trapping him in the corner and singing Happy Birthday, him not telling me he was going to be like critiquing his own rapping in an arena. Like,
Right. It was actually cool. It was actually really dope. Were you there that night?
No. Well, they had the show. I was not.
Yeah, you weren't there?
No.
You didn't see Jay-Z watching Stat Quo on stage?
No. I heard he asked for his autograph afterwards.
He definitely didn't ask for my autograph. and I'm sure Jay-Z doesn't even remember going to that show.
I don't know.
He don't remember that.
That was a big show, though.
He might remember that because of Marshall, but he definitely don't remember Stat Quo on the stage.
Right.
Oh man, you undervalue yourself a lot.
That's the truth. I agree with that. You over there overachieving everywhere you go. Big shout out to Blue Slides 24 says, check out the book How Music Got Free. Have you guys read that?
No, but it sounds like I need to read that because music is definitely free.
It's definitely free. Shout out to Unc Ditto says, Justin, was he high when he asked about your eyebrows? I doubt it. I legitimately doubt he was high. He probably was coming from, he was a few years older than us. And so, but he was a star basketball player. I don't know if that makes any difference. Maybe he was high and I just was so far away from weed I couldn't really tell the difference, But
so is this the longest you've ever let your shit grow on your face?
No, I used to do Movember. So probably 2015 is probably the last time I did Movember. And so you get to see, patchy unevenness. Because the thing with my chin is there's also a bald spot in the middle. So, everything, hair follicles on my face.
Spot?
There's a bald spot. There's a spot right here where it just doesn't grow. You know what I'm saying? So, people always say, man, you can't trust him and you got no facial hair.
Really? I can trust you. You ain't got no facial hair.
Well, no, that's what people say. They say, never trust a black man without a mustache or a white man with one. That's what they used to tell me. I used to hear that. I used to hear that in college a lot.
DJ
got a mustache. I trust him.
He's got a beard.
Just mustache, or you mean just mustache?
Just mustache, yeah. But yeah, my shout out to my brother, my best friend Sean. He used to say that all the time. People in South Carolina said that. I had multiple people say that to me actually. So, 21 Blackjack. Just put the Stat to 5'9" picture on the back.
The picture's crazy.
Yeah.
A picture of me being short is is ridiculous.
That's funny.
That's ridiculous.
That's so funny. Examine it. We need a Stat Burger King tea.
No, we need DJ eating a chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
I'm the Burger King guy, not Stat, but yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
Or is there a Burger King thing that you did while I wasn't here or something? Did you hate
what,
it?
That is terrible? No.
Oh yeah, okay, got it.
Right. I think that's probably a holdover from the chicken sandwich.
That's why they didn't hit us back, because they hit us originally. Then they listened to the clip where I'm saying disgusting. Why you trying to tell us how great it is? They were like, we can't use it.
Shout out to that girl Shines. Hi guys, could you please get Rakim on the third verse? I've been listening to a different kind, non-stop. He would be a great guest. I'm just saying. I can reach out, see what kind of press he's doing. And Matey's putting out these projects.
He wouldn't be
Do
talking.
you guys know Matey? Do you guys know Matthew Markoff?
No.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. I can hit him up. I was on set for his the video shoot for not this project, his previous project that he put out. So maybe let me hit him up. Let's see what he says. Especially if we're doing it virtually, he can do it from anywhere.
Yeah.
I can't believe I have a beard. I mean, I just can't even believe this. I used to get my shit lasered under here so it would not grow. I used to get my face lasered. So somebody says, Justin's about to pass my length on the beard. Well, because I used to get my face lasered when in LA because I never wanted a beard. But I would keep this name right here, the yep. This the Teddy Riley. That's the yep.
Right.
DJ know Teddy Riley. So this is the Teddy Riley. That's what we call that. So
Ready with the 1-2 checker.
Exactly. I would laser all this to just keep the yep. And that's why now, it grow, but it gotta you know what I mean? It's still I'm fighting through the lasering. DJ grow a beard in a day. He shave his shit. He right back. It's crazy.
Maybe not a day, but pretty quick. Yeah.
That's
Yo,
funny.
I've seen DJ shave and shit. I'm like, dog, how'd you grow that hair? He's like, this is a week. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yesterday.
Word up. Word up. Shout out to Lisa Tam says the best podcast watching from Blackburn, England.
Oh wow.
Hey, listen, I'm black enough. I need to go to Blackburn. Anything I want to visit all the places that's black in the front. Blackville, Blackburn, black, all the black streets and cities. We need a list. We pulling up. Me, Justin, and DJ in our black tees.
Maybe virtually. Maybe we'll get on Google Maps and take a look. Go look around from our phones. Big shout out to Summoner Geek says we need the hat with the spinning A from Stat video.
Oh, now that would make DJ so happy. If that was the merch, he would love
Right,
that.
he would love it. I actually love that too, to be honest. And I think that's a good idea.
You know, we didn't talk about the DJs here real quick.
Yeah.
Man, Aaron Rodgers on Pat McAfee show.
I haven't seen it, but I heard this was ridiculous.
Incredible. You gotta, hey yo, you have to.
I've always been mediocre. Like I don't like or dislike. Like he's cool. He's one of my favorite players of all time. It's over. Like he just jumped the list all the way down.
Justin, you got to see it, dog. It was you know the executives from ESPN was so freaking uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh my god,
he kind of let him into it, but then he was kind of trying to backtrack because he thought it would be like a one-shot punch to give him, but he kept going and going.
Justin, it's so bad, dog. Yeah. It is so awful.
Like this guy is a disgrace to the planet. He might as well have said like he's the worst human being in the history of mankind.
I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna take a look at it.
Because he was talking about Fauci.
Fauci, yeah, but he was like,
right.
And then he was talking. Then he started talking about. Then he started talking about the coach and the lady having the affair.
Yeah.
And basically saying that y'all ESPN neglected to talk about that, but y'all want. I was just like, oh, he
wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop.
He would not stop. Yo, Justin. It was very, 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 very.
Like they didn't have that button. Like when they shut it off when what's the name from Ron Burgundy said, "Go fuck yourself, San Diego," and Anchorman.
Yeah.
It just cuts. Or like when Truman Show when he walks out the door, they didn't do that.
The live content on that type of network is gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that.
Right. Your shadow, your 5 o'clock shadow, your beard, I think.
Oh,
I think that's reference.
I like DJ's shadow. Oh yeah, that's the shadow though. It actually matches his hat.
Yeah.
He did that on purpose.
When we were developing the show, it used to catch me off guard because I couldn't tell if the coloring was off or if like something was like DJ was going through something because it's like his face was so red, but then right here was so white, but I couldn't see. I never really noticed that there was a beard there for some reason. So I'm just looking at this like.
You just thought he just turned gray down.
Like, or I thought our lighting was off. I thought me and Zay had some things to figure out from the lighting and Don. You know what I'm saying? Like in those early ones when we first started looking at ourselves. That's funny.
Oh God.
We got a suggestion to do the podcast from Comic-Con. I think it's a good idea too.
That's how we could introduce the comic where Stat flies. Fire.
Oh, there you go.
Then I could wear an outfit.
Got Crow It Up merch. We do our Crow It Up merch.
Goodness. DJ would love for me to dress up like a bird. He can have a picture of it. I did this thing outside of this Ferrari for DJ's bird. He has that. He sends it to me this video where I'm actually acknowledging that I crow it up because it was
my 40th birthday, and he's screaming, "What's throwing it up?" And he's like on a street in Beverly Hills outside of Fridays.
In front of a Ferrari.
Wow.
Yes.
That's funny.
Manny was with me. It was me and Manny. That's one of the few times he's been on camera.
Word up.
DJ, did you see that? Did you see in the middle of our conversation when we was doing that last time that Top called me in the middle of it?
No.
He called me in the middle.
That was Thursday.
That was Thursday.
Well, it was Thursday.
No, you weren't on.
Oh.
Yeah,
the one you missed.
Oh,
that really was the ultimate show. I'm surprised. Did you not know?
Where was I? There was something that I couldn't do. Like I
okay.
on purpose. Like it was like I didn't know we were doing it until Thursday because you said we didn't have something to review that we wanted.
I'm talking to him. Justin's like, hey, you should put it on mute so we can not hear.
So we can not hear this conversation.
and then Justin does this whole thing. We gotta get. Aaron should be clipping that instead of freaking ASAP Rocky. Well, you need to put that up there. You hear that, Aaron? Huh? You hear that? Clip that. Put that up there.
Yeah, I sent him a text earlier. It doesn't look like he got it. Maybe he did.
Yeah.
Maybe he did. Let me see.
Yeah.
I haven't looked yet. Let me see. And no, doesn't look like he got it. But he's, back in LA. Shout out to Aaron and Rebel. They just spent some time in Minnesota for the past week and change, I think. So this is great.
Rebel's birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a big birthday month for us. I came off mine, and Justin's birthday is on the 19th.
On the 19th.
He stepped on one of his gifts already. He was opening his big mouth. So
I didn't know it was a gift, but thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it.
Exactly.
I am looking forward. It's an amazing. I mean, it's the thing I miss most about Tuesdays. I can say that. That's what I miss most. What Robin cooking up. That's what I be missing. Shout out to the Stat says, yo, Justin, I want you to know Iraq is not only where you have fans. I've been a fan from Iran. Word up. I appreciate that. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Represent. We're going to do the full spectrum here. Pow. Gong. I'm having fun. I don't know if anybody else is, but I think
maybe it's the beard.
Maybe it's the beard. Shout out to all of our mods in here hanging out. Shout out to Lils. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to Divine Eternally. She's actually reading my face pretty well right now. It says, time for lunch and a nap, Justin. I see it in your face.
We're on our way.
We are on our way.
Shout out to all y'all. We appreciate y'all for sure.
For sure. Thank you, Examine It. Thank you, Brown Girl L. Mex Blanco, JB Smooth, and anybody else I missed in the intro when we were shouting people out there too, and everybody new who was rocking with the third verse. We're having a great time here. And thank you for everybody who's been dropping jewels in the chats too. Those jewels are seen and they are appreciated. You guys got anything?
I'm going to say that we're here every day at Tuesdays and Thursdays live at 8 a.m. We dropping clips for people that's not sitting up here for 3 or 4 hours so y'all can get some of the gist of the conversation. That those are coming out during the day. Aaron is doing that. Shout out to Aaron. Also, Culture United, 5 p.m.
Tomorrow.
Every week.
Yeah, every Wednesday.
Yes, every Wednesday. And then we got Thursday night. We're reviewing. We're gonna do a concert this week. We were trying to figure out which one. I think we should do. What did we say? No, not Anger Management. Up in Smoke, or was it the Pop Out we were gonna do?
We had Up in Smoke was an option. The Pop Out was an option. The South by Southwest with Dre and Tupac and Snoop. I'm so curious about what that looks like now that AI has traveled so far. And back then they were just doing virtual performances. So perhaps that one. What do you think, DJ? What big concerts have you come to mind when you think about your time in music?
Bad Boy for Life.
Ooh. Bad Boy for Life. That's a good one.
Bad Boy for Life. Great. I went when I was in college in Boston.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
That was up there. That's a good one to put up there.
That was great.
Wow.
And who you're talking to here, so I'm like,
right. I know that was not. That's not an easy compliment.
Yeah. No. That was great. It wasn't good. It was great.
Yeah.
DJ does not a Puffy fan, y'all. He does not like him. I mean, a lot of us don't, but yeah.
I mean, outside of we've already kind of gone through the Dre Eminem, that whole world of tours.
Hard Knock Life Tour. That's another one.
Hard Knock Life Tour was good. There were a couple Smoking Grooves that were great at certain points.
Smoking Grooves, wow.
A couple that were great. I'm trying to think of more current ones.
Rolling Loud. Should we do it? What's the first one of those? Should we do any of those? It doesn't matter.
We can figure it out. We got
to You're reviewing Ken Carson performing for hours? Sounds great.
Terrible.
Not gonna happen.
So we'll be reviewing.
Go on the Dark Tour.
sometime.
Yeah, shout to El Janelle right here. Go on the Dark Tour. I think that's a good one
that's
too.
hard.
That's a very good. That's probably. I mean, that's a top 3 concert maybe I've ever been to.
So Justin's making the decision. I'm just showing up with me and DJ showing up with a lunch pail, and we're gonna do it. That's at 9. Should we do that at 9? Is that 9 too late? You want to do it earlier? We don't have to do it at 9. What if
We
it's
might.
8 p.m.?
We might want to bring if we're gonna do a concert, we should definitely start earlier.
Yeah,
I mean, we did it.
He was doing 9 because of the music.
Right. That's when the music drops. So on weeks where we're gonna do a festival, we can just start it earlier.
Yeah,
And
that's
then we
you.
can
What
do
y'all
we
think?
do it
Well,
7,
I'm
6.
with Justin. Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Get it over with.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll schedule the time and we'll let you guys know.
Yes.
Word up. Yes. Shout out to all the third Versakins all across the globe. Peace.
Whatever you wanna know, whoever you wanna see, the place you all need to be, the place you can't leave, the seed that plants seeds, the place you allowed to talk free. Whatever you wanna know, whoever you wanna see, the place you all need to be, the place you can't leave, the seed that plants seeds, the place you allowed to talk free.